What's going on? What's going on? You got another episode of Miseducated Opinion. You got the boy TJ here.
I'm not your Negro here.
Why the name changed, my brother? Why the name changed? I know what it means, but why the name changed?
I don't know. I just saw the shit and I thought it was funny. I mean, it's not
Yeah.
funny, but I thought it was kind of funny. I am not
All
your
right.
Negro.
What's been cracking with you?
um, Same shit. Working. Thanks. How was your Thanksgiving was cool. How was yours?
It was busy, bro. It was more busy than anything because I went to like several locations or whatever. Then we had some at my house at the end. So then we had a fish fry the next day, which I ain't never did a fish fry right after Thanksgiving, but it was cool.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
Because we had family come in from out of town and stuff like that, so it was like just one more chance to see them before they hit the road. So that's what that was.
You still be doing that whole going to different people's houses?
Yeah, bro. When you got a big family, that's how it is. Or you got family over here and family over there. So yeah, but it was cool though. It was cool. I ain't got no complaints, bro. It was cool. It was cool. But
I
go ahead.
Yeah, I said I don't really like that no more. Going to different people's houses and stuff.
Yeah,
I'm like,
man, it's a lot. It's a lot. It's a lot, bro. I'm telling you, it's a
I
lot.
just
Cause
want to go
we
to
got
maybe
home, I
like
was just like, yo, I'm tired. I'm
yeah, I just
tired.
want to go to maybe one or two people's houses, and
I
that's
don't even want to
about
do that
it.
no more, bro. I don't even want to do that no more. Like with all this stuff now, we can FaceTime each other while we eat.
That's not the same.
Huh?
That is not the same.
Yeah, I know, but hey, it don't wear you out as much. But what I was about to say, I am happy one thing though. Georgia lost yesterday. Yes, I'm a Georgia hater. I hate the Bulldogs. So I'm kind of happy about that. The Eagles won today, so I'm having a good weekend. I went to my cousin's house last night to catch a fight. Man, I ain't messing with him no more. He had me seeing doubles last night, bro. I kept going to the bathroom trying to slap water on my face and everything. I had to spend the night over there because I know when the world I was gonna be able to dry like that. Not seeing
What
doubles.
was you, what was you drinking on?
Some rum. I don't even drink rum, but that's all he had. So, but I watched that Devin Haney JoJo Diaz fight. It was a pretty good fight though. But
Yeah,
outside of that, everything been cool over here. Did you watch the Georgia game yesterday?
yeah. I'm not even a Bulldogs fan. I'm not really a football fan anyway. But and I'm gonna root for the Gators first. But I've been living in Georgia for so long. You know what I mean? Kind of feel like so. And then too, I hate
You can be a
Alabama.
Georgia Tech
I think
fan.
Alabama cheating. Hmm?
You can be a Georgia Tech fan, bro.
I mean, maybe if they, I don't know, because Georgia, it's a lot of Bulldogs fans. It's so
That's
much
all
more
this out here
Bulldog
is
love.
Bulldog fans.
Yeah, so it's like the Tech don't. If maybe Tech had love, they had like a little, I would, but they don't. It's just like I don't even. You like the only Tech
Don't
fan
do
I
that.
know.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that because it sounds
I'm
like you're
being
chopping us
serious. I
off.
don't even see nobody even talking. Like I don't see no like you the only person I know that consistently brings up Georgia Tech. Even the conversation not about Georgia Tech. You brought them up. It had nothing to do with the whole conversation. Like niggas is not talking about. You the only nigga I know that bring them up. So it's just like, bro, your club, you a minority, bro.
I know I am.
As a
And
black,
then
as a
being
black
black, being
man,
a
I
Georgia
am
Tech
not
fan.
trying. As a black man, I am not trying to be with no more minorities, man. I'm trying to be the majority. Fuck that.
Hey, well, with majority lost yesterday, and I was
I
loving
was
it.
tired about it. Oh, I was like, yo, fuck.
I got climbs.
Oh, I
I
was
can't
like,
wait to see. I ain't texting when I said I want to see your face. I want to see your face. Oh man, I love it. I love it.
oh man.
Hey man, but there's been some crazy stuff going on, man. That's what the show about. You got the guy because we ain't did a show in 2 weeks, so you got the guy that drove into the crowd and killed with like 6 people. You got the dude to shoot up the school, and now they don't locked up the parents. Say the parent was hiding. You got the kid out there in Douglasville making guns at 13 years old. Like, what is going on, bro? Oh, you
Yeah,
got the
making
situation where the female set up her ex husband, or now it's gonna be her ex husband. That had the kids kidnapped when they did it with a crowbar. Like,
Damn.
Yeah, it's wild out here, bro. Yeah, it's wild. Matter of fact, when they interviewed him, he was at the gun store. He like, I'm looking to be a gun owner now. They had video of the people coming in the house, and they got the wife or the girlfriend, or whoever she was. Like, why are you kidnapping your own kids? That don't make no sense at all. Like, you paying somebody to kidnap your kids. It's
what? I mean, so who? So did the husband? Did the I guess the dad, the father, kidnap the kids from the mother?
No, the mother paid some dudes or got some. I think they was teenagers, maybe 2 or 3 of them, to come in the house with the crowbar to kidnap the kids. They ain't had no gun in there like that, but like, and he chased them out the house, but it was like 3 of them. And they end up locking up the female. I think it was, if I ain't mistaken, it was out there in Marietta.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying. So the dude, so like the father, he was in the house.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What kind of shit is that?
Only in America, bro. Only in America. That's the type of shit it is.
She pays somebody to kidnap kids.
Yeah, so now she looking like a goofy because she locked up or whatever. So
what the fuck?
Then what about the kid making the guns though? At 13?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you about that. What bro, I ain't gonna lie, I don't really like when it comes to stuff like that, I don't really.
Okay. I think it was I was at the shop Saturday or maybe Friday. Yeah, I think it was Friday, and they was talking about how the little girl got shot. And the mother rushed to the hospital and she passed away. Then the next day they was talking about the brother shot her. Then it came out that the brother shot her because he had been making guns, and like a 19-year-old and another guy tried to run off with the guns and take the guns or whatever. And he shot at him and shot the sister in the chest. Then the mama rushed to the hospital. I think she died somewhere off of Chapel Hill or something like that or whatever. But now they looking at the mama like, how you didn't know your 13-year-old son over here making guns?
He making guns like 3D guns, like 3D printed guns.
No, he buying a piece here, He making guns. Yeah, 13-year-old, bro. 13.
He white or black?
Black. Yes.
Fuck you learn how to do that for?
Yeah, like man. Of course, YouTube showed him more than likely, but how do you not know your kid out here buying that type of stuff? That's the crazy part. Like, how
that is true. And how can he just buy certain stuff like that? I mean, I guess he could.
Apparently so. Apparently so. And
well,
and they charging him with murder. They probably like lessen the charge or something like that. But he probably was better off getting caught by the feds or whatever, because he might. They gonna charge him as an adult, and it's a possibility you can get life behind this. At least what the feds will make. If you was making guns, you would have got some numbers. It wouldn't have been no letters.
Hold on, what do you mean numbers? What letters? I don't understand what you mean.
Letters is life. Numbers is 10, 15, 20 years or whatever. Okay. So that's what I'm saying. He probably
you think he'll get life.
It's a possibility. It's a possibility.
Nah. I mean, I don't think the feds even waste their time talking to him. I mean,
first of all, he's black.
Yeah.
Making guns.
But
in Georgia. So that's gonna be a federal charge within itself, the making of the guns, but you still got the state law, the criminal charge of shoot your sister. So that's a whole family, in my opinion, wiped out. The daughter, the son, daughter dead, the son finna go to prison. More than likely the mom finna go to prison. And they ain't said nothing about the daddy. So if the daddy is in the picture, well, and I ain't gonna say I don't think he lived with them, but if the dad's in the picture, he don't allow both of his kids. Or I don't know both of them his kids, but if both of them his, like, come on, bro. Like, that's crazy. Whole family wiped out.
That is crazy. I did not hear about that story.
Yeah. I mean, and then like I said, the other dudes, like they 19. I kind of get it. They like, I'm finna muscle this from this little young dude or whatever. But if he making guns, he probably got more than one. So they messed it up for everybody that was out there buying guns from him, though. They messed it up because he probably was selling dirt cheap. Did they say him weighing like 80 pounds?
Damn, bro, that is crazy.
I told you, man. 13 years. I wasn't even thinking about making guns at 13. Like to have
what I'm saying, like making a gun, like what the fuck? This thing was 13.
Making ghost guns, bro.
Bro, this thing about being America, though, America got this. America has this fascination with guns, and we learning about guns and guns. Like you see it everywhere. Like you say, you go online. Like we knew somebody who had a situation with guns, they, moving them and stuff. And hey, man, shit is crazy. 13 though,
Yeah, but
selling.
selling
I
guns
mean,
and making
I
guns is
part of
two
me
different
like,
things.
nigga, you kind of found your lane. 13, you selling guns, like nigga, ain't nobody doing what you doing. Like at 13, you know
Just
how to do that
imagine
shit. Like,
10 years into that, he would have been that dude for real.
nigga, what? Hey, nigga, I was trying to recruit him. Hey, little man.
I mean, you got to think about it. He has to had some type of intelligence. Just first of all, to have
Fuck
the
yeah,
mental thought to think to do it, then the
exactly,
capacity to figure out like exactly how to do it, where to order the parts from.
exactly.
That little boy had a brain on him. He was different. He was different.
That boy was different. Like that's what I'm saying. That's like one of them kids. Like, damn, he got. If we could harness that and make it to something positive,
Facts.
because like the fact that he able to do that at 13, I mean, he must have had to get that shit from somewhere. Like, so I think he had. I mean, I'm not saying he couldn't have, but he must have got the
I feel you.
idea
I feel
or
you.
from
I feel you. It's
somebody.
like we got to make this make
At
sense.
13 to
I
be,
feel you.
yeah,
I
because that
feel
shit
you.
don't even. Like you said, 13, unless you just grew up in that type of lifestyle, I couldn't think about making. I wouldn't think about making. Well, I'm not into guns anyway, but just making guns at 13, like nigga, like I'm just thinking about like this nigga literally 13 years old, putting a whole goddamn gun together and selling that shit. Obviously, the shit working legit.
What up, Chris?
Damn, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. And they like the mama had to be seeing some of the money. I don't know if he was giving the mama some of the money, but like she was there when everything went down. So come on. Even with your 13-year-old kid being around dudes that look like they 19, 20, like just the image of it don't look right. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you out there with all them older kids? Like, what's going on? So that shit crazy, bro. And Shadow just chilling, got busted in the chair.
I
Cute
was
little
surprised
girl
I didn't see
too.
that shit. I'm surprised I didn't see that shit on World Star. Like usually, like sometimes shit like that be on. I haven't seen no shit like that.
Yeah.
That shit, like, it's crazy.
So now, I mean, that's just the whole family ruined, bro. But like I say, the boy he was a genius in my opinion, though. It's just some goofy dudes fucked it up for everybody.
I mean, I don't know because it's like, I mean, I don't
Even
know.
if somebody put him on to do it, the fact is he kept on doing it. Even if somebody taught him or whatever, the fact is he was doing it.
I had slanging guns. Yo, this boy, wow. Shit. Oh
Yeah,
man, I don't even.
it's different. The guy said 10 years from now, that dude, he probably in a big time dope deal or something. If he doing it
Boy,
at
wait.
that age, because you got to think about it. When you doing stuff like that, you put yourself in a circle of people that have connections and stuff like that.
Wait till he found out about them damn 3D printed guns and he started making that shit.
Yeah, I remember this right here. I remember this.
Bond
You
happened.
probably how old are you when Columbine happened, bro? How old were you? Huh?
Uh, damn.
99,
That's like
bro.
13.
Yeah. Same age as dude.
Probably so. Yeah. I remember that shit happened. I don't know, but when Columbine happened, I really kind of didn't. I'm like, I don't know. It didn't affect me. I just knew it happened. Because growing
Nah,
up.
it didn't affect us, but it was big though because at that time, if I ain't as far as I know of, it was one school shooting, and the only reason I knew about that school shooting because they had did a movie about it or whatever. But Columbine, I think that they took out what 10, 15 people, something like that. I could be wrong about the numbers or whatever, but it was
Yeah,
just big. It had made national news.
yeah, of course, it made national news. Yeah, but it was crazy because you actually saw the documentary about it. Like they
Yeah, them dudes
had,
was on some other stuff.
yeah, and because it had some situation where they similar to the kid. The kid they were buying the guns from, they dads, I guess, was in gun clubs or were dealing with guns. So they got the shit from their dad and they'll go and they'll sell it to them. Because I think where they actually originally from or where they got the guns from, they make a lot of weapons there. That's how they do in Chicago. They be like, well, that's what he was saying. The dude would buy the guns and he would go sell it to the black kids out there. Cause they'll buy them.
No, but you also got you speak about the school shooting with the little kid. That's why they locked up the parents, basically saying the dad was like he bought the gun on Black Friday, but like they basically saying you bought that gun for your son. So and to say the parents when they found them hiding or something like that, and like the text
Mhm.
messages with the mom, and that's crazy within itself. I mean, we heard about these mass shootings and stuff like that, but to say you got the parents like playing a role in it, that's crazy.
Yeah, man,
That's
that
crazy.
is crazy, man. I mean, you know, it's funny they give all this talk about black people and how we such, violent and we had this behavior and we guns. But if you think about it, I mean, black people do get killed by homicide, but it don't never really be like shit like that, unless you just be,
Well,
you know what I mean, like
we crazy too now, bro. I used to always think white people's crazy, nigga. We crazy too now, bro.
we
Everybody
crazy too.
crazy.
But yeah, I think everybody. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, everybody
The
is
dude just
crazy.
you got a dude that just drove a car into a Christmas parade or Thanksgiving parade, whatever it was. He drove for what? He, the dude drove a car to a parade, bro. Come on, that was a black dude. He had just got hit his had a situation where he hit his baby mama with his car or something like that. Like, come on, bro. We
This
crazy
nigga
too,
out here
man.
just hitting people. Yo,
We
this nigga out
crazy
here just
too.
hitting people with cars. Yeah,
Yeah,
that nigga taking
you remember
crazy
the black
about
dude
on
that killed
seriously.
he killed the camera crew and all this stuff here? Like, man, we crazy too, bro. We crazy too. We can call
Yeah,
white
we
people.
okay.
We can say it's white people stuff, man. But hey, we got our moments too.
Yeah, we do. We do. Yeah, we do. We do.
I
That
mean,
shit
we
just
don't
I
have
mean,
as many as white people, like, but
yeah.
and then you got remember what was the dude that they was hiding out the car, shooting people out the car some years back or whatever.
Oh, DC Sniper.
The DC sniper. Come on, bro. We all thought there was white people. We all when we found out it was black people, we just got quiet. We got quiet. We ain't had nothing to say about it.
Hey man, that's the thing about living in America, man. Your ass
She
can
just
die
brought it up. She just brought it up.
your ass can die from homicide for real.
Yeah,
Like,
for real.
for real. Like
It's
it's
crazy.
crazy. Like the gun, like the way, like it's so many guns out here, man. That's why it should be like this, man. Like it's so many guns. There's no really regulation on guns. Like
But
I'm
do you
one of the
think it's
people,
the
bro.
gun or the people though?
I think it's the people, but I just think it. But the
What
thing is,
you?
it's the
I'm with you.
people, but the guns. Yeah, the people kill people. No, the guns kill people because you know what I'm saying. But it's the person behind the gun, and
Right.
everybody. Like I mean, I saw this picture of I don't know. I guess a representative from Massachusetts or Minnesota. The nigga had the whole family picture. They got all types of automatic weapons, semi-automatic weapons, all military type guns. And I'm like, hey, bro, what do you need that? I mean, from a pistol, maybe a rifle, maybe a shotgun, but anything else, what do you have all
Yeah.
that stuff for?
Yeah. Now I
I
be
know
saying the same
somebody,
thing when you got people got like 14, 15 guns, bro. Like, who you going to
yeah, like
war with, bro? Are you gonna be able to use
you
all
can't
of
even shoot them all at once.
them?
I know somebody
Hey,
like that right now. Well, I
I
haven't
know a
talked to him in
couple
a
people
minute.
like that. I know a couple people
Like
like that.
this
I mean,
nigga got
they
guns
gun
on
collectors.
guns. Yeah, and like what you collecting all these guns for, bro? And they always say the same. Most of them, I ain't gonna say everybody, bro. In case something happen, you never know. Got them, nigga.
Yep.
When did you
That's
ever gonna
definitely a
shoot
line.
all these guns, nigga? What you gonna shoot the nigga a couple times to go get another gun and shoot him some more times? I mean, what are you gonna do? You shoot
Well,
every
I
gun
say
on
it's
one
a
person?
difference. Now we said gun collect, but I think it's a difference if you collecting guns and then you buying guns for the just in case type stuff. I think there might be
Well,
a difference because you might have some people that like really just collect guns because they love guns, but then the people buying guns for the just in case or getting the bigger gun just to show it off. Like, bro, why?
I mean, I think it'll be a little bit of both though. I think they do collect guns because they like guns. I think a lot of them. But the thing about it is, I mean, I get it collecting guns, but some of them guns, like, I mean, it's just sitting there. Like, I mean, what you do? Like, you got an AR. I mean, yeah, it's cool to look at, but if you ain't never gonna use it, what's the point of it? Like, just to say I got an AR. Like, when are you ever gonna really use an AR?
I mean, people just to shoot it or whatever. You know, some people do that. Like they
Do
like
that
going
what?
to the shoot range and stuff.
I mean, you
What you
paying all
what
that
you
money
think
just
about
to
this
shoot a
comment
gun at the
Christian put up
range?
real quick though? What you think about the comment Christian put up?
I mean, it's been more than video games. It's in video games, it's in movies and TVs everywhere. It ain't. I mean, GTA ain't one of the first game where you kill people in.
Yeah.
Most of the games are based in like first person shooting. All the games based in shooting something or some kind of violent act. I remember when they had Duke Nukem. This nigga he used to go to strip clubs and everything.
Yeah.
Nigga cussing and shit. I mean, yeah, I just think it
Well,
just
maybe I think with me as a kid when stuff like that, I knew how to separate the two. I knew it was a video
yeah,
game.
me
Like
too. Me
I
too.
never thought that like, yeah, I really want to go out here and do nothing like this. But I mean,
That's true.
it's a possibility. You got people out here with that mind concept of I want to live this out.
Yeah.
That just ain't never been my train of thought. But I do understand it may be people thinking that's their actual lifestyle.
I agree
But
with
I
you. I
mean, but
think the same.
I think it's a cheap way out to say it's video game, movies,
Yeah.
and music and stuff like that. Nah, bro, that's you. That's you.
Because it doesn't make you want to do it. I mean, it may normalize. It may make you more desensitized.
I give you that. I
Desensitized
give you
to it.
that.
You know, but I don't think it. Like you say, I'm a big hip hop fan. Most of my favorite rappers talked about mad killing and all that shit. It never, not once, made me. Now I might listen to a drug song and might think about selling drugs. You know, drugs different than out there shooting motherfuckers. But I ain't never just go out there. Let me go do this shit. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe most because of my environment I was raised in.
Christian, I think all kids did that. I think all kids did that. If you watch wrestling come up, you're gonna wrestle with your brothers and cousins and stuff like that. So I think that's just normal there.
Yeah,
I think that's just
whether they
normal.
watching it or not, they gonna
Yeah,
mess around. They gonna some
yeah,
kind of play fight or something.
yeah. I mean, but I'm just looking at all this stuff going on. I'm like, man, people out here really crazy as fuck, bro. The world crazy as hell.
The world ain't crazy. People's crazy. People always been
Yeah,
crazy. I mean, like you said, there's nothing new under
yeah,
the
you're
sun.
right. It's
Shit
just with all this social media and stuff like this here
you
now.
can see
Now
it. So yeah,
yeah,
you can see it all the
it's getting
time,
put in your
anytime you
face. You're
want
right.
to. You can look the
Yeah.
videos up. You can like look up nigga randomly slapping people, and it's some nigga out there that's randomly slapping people.
I
I
don't
mean,
get that though. Like you be seeing people like swinging on folks just for no reason. I don't get. But well, I had a
that shit.
situation where I did that. I was about 14 though. I was about 14, so I kind of yeah. I got suspended for that one there. So yeah, I'm gonna put myself in that category. I was 14. That we was doing it at school. We were just
Y'all
swinging
just
on
swinging
folks for
on
no
people.
reason. Yeah, every time somebody came around the corner.
Really?
Yeah, man, old dude on here. When we was talking about the Muslim religion, and the guy kept coming in and saying, "No, that ain't true. That ain't true." That dude right
Yeah.
here, man, him. It was me, him, and another guy. The other guy told on us though. We both. He got suspended. I got in school suspension, but somebody told on us. It was three of us. But me and the dude right here was doing it.
So niggas just walk up and you just randomly just swing on them.
It was at yeah, it was at school. Yeah, it was at school. We felt like he was a nerd or something like that. We swung on him. Yep,
Oh, so you was one
yep.
of them niggas that beat up nerves and shit.
Yep, shouted that's what was it, around by the cafeteria. Then we came in and sit down, dude came in and pointed us at it was him, and him. Well, he pointed out one person. They came, then they came, got he told the dude told on me and then all that stuff. Yeah, it was pretty bad. It was pretty bad, bro. Yeah, shouted. Yeah. See, she remember. It
Oh, y'all
happened.
went to same school together?
Yeah, it happened.
Oh
It
wow.
happened. You know what I'm saying? But so I kinda I ain't gonna say I get it, but I get it. I'm gonna get that on the past because I actually did that. I actually did that. But it wasn't no video games, nothing like that. And it was I think it was my idea, which makes it even worse, but I think it was my idea. And they was like, bet, let's do it. Bet.
I can't believe you was out there beating up nerves, bro.
Yeah. Hey man, shit happens. I ain't making no excuse for it, bro. Listen, I told you I made a lot of mistakes. But looking at it now, I don't know. We weren't speaking on old people though. I'll say that. We weren't speaking on. I wouldn't beat on the old people. Does it help me out there with old people?
I was thinking about. I don't know. The niggas be doing shit like that. I ain't never understood. Like why? Why? Like
I ain't
why?
got no excuse, bro. Young and
Niggas
dumb.
just
That's my excuse.
niggas
I was
just
young and
walking and
dumb.
you swinging on the nigga like just for what? Like oh man, that's why I be like yo.
I was young and dumb, bro. That's all I can say. Young and dumb.
Well, you wildin', bro. He was
I
wild.
used to do some wild. I used to do some wild shit, bro. I used to do some wild shit. So I get it.
I,
I'm gonna
I
let you
mean,
have
yeah,
that one, bro. Huh?
some niggas had a certain shit they do
But
when they was young.
yeah, but like I said, I was 14 when I did that.
Yeah,
You got grown man doing it though. That's a little different. Most of
yeah.
the time it's young niggas, but you got grown men doing it, bro. So at least I
It's
can say
just
the young people, they young and don't know no better. Cause I wouldn't do that shit now. 'Cause 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 I wouldn't do that shit now. '
They say there's no such thing as bad press, man. I done seen, bro. I'm gonna tell you the truth. The first time I ever seen somebody get killed was on World Star. I never seen no shit like that. I seen somebody get killed on World Star, and that shit was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I think the
You know,
first time I seen something like that was on World Star too. Yeah.
nigga was it was a girl. As a matter of fact, I guess it was in the car and she was dancing. She was playing with the gun like all crazy. I don't know what happened. The gun popped this dude in the head, and this motherfucker shit just linked like that, just bleeding. That shit is just like, what the fuck?
Yeah. I mean, but now people do it for attention. You remember the dude that got killed, and they charged the girlfriend, but he had this book, and he
Mm-hmm.
wanted to see if the bullet can go through the book, but he had the book right in front of his chest. And so she killed him on one of these little social media outlets or whatever.
Oh my god, really? Okay, you know what? Niggas that die like that, you know what? They deserve to die. Like, they deserve to die.
Yeah.
They
When I saw that, I was like, that's kind of stupid there. Like, why would you do that? Like, bro,
yeah,
you could have put
yeah.
if you wanted to shoot this to see if the gun, but what doesn't make any sense to me. But you didn't have to hold a book. Like that doesn't make any sense at all. What if you're wrong? Apparently, he was wrong.
The fact that he talked to her and she's just as stupid because she was
You do
able
you
to be
remember that
talking
though?
to him.
You
Nah,
remember that though?
I mean, I
Oh,
probably don't. I was just someone. I
yeah, it
probably
be
may
so
have
much
heard it.
goofy stuff go on, or what, and everybody do stuff for likes now. I don't like. Why do you want so many people to like you? I don't get it. What
But
is it
then
gonna
we
do
ain't
for somebody?
already.
Somebody giving you a thumbs up or a like on? Like, what does that do for your self esteem? It's like a
Then I can do
dopamine
a
now for
lot.
these people. It's like a high when people see that. People get high off attention.
It is. They got studies on that. That is a high. Everybody got their own reality show. I
Yeah,
mean, you know, every with live and stuff. Everybody, everything is digital now. Everything is online. Niggas be connecting through being online now. So I be saying niggas don't be doing a damn thing, nothing. Just be on live doing nothing. Niggas be on live eating chips, and you know what I'm saying, just doing nothing. And I just be like, I don't get it. Why niggas is sitting here looking at this shit? You know what I'm saying? I just everybody got their own reality show, man. It's all everybody just they got a space in the world. Well, now I guess the internet makes you feel more. I would say social media makes you feel, I guess, makes you feel more important. At least put your story out there.
yeah. I
Whereas
think that's what
nobody
it
would
is
know who you
too. Somebody
was.
paying me attention. Somebody
Yeah,
looking at me. I'm
somebody.
important. I'm important.
Yep. Because now you got maybe we not got people from another state, but you got people in your neighborhood looking at you. As before, they wouldn't be. But now you got people in their own home and shit looking at you.
Yeah,
So,
subscribing to you and making you feel
mm-hmm.
like whatever your conversation. I mean, it's the same thing we doing here, but I ain't never seen us sit up here and put our personal life out here with her. We just discussing stuff that go on. I mean, so I get, but it's the same, but it's not the same because you got people really doing it just for attention, bro. Like I just want to be seen. I want to be heard. I'm finna sit up here and do some dumb shit. I'm finna jump off the balcony and see if somebody like it. Like, why are you doing? You remember? It was a one guy, man. This would let me know it was out of control. He was in the car. The dude ended up dying or whatever. He was in the car accident, and he showed himself on the side. He all busted up and bleed and stuff. Like, I mean, I guess it's gonna be y'all last time seeing me. Nigga, call 911. Why are you on social media recording your death?
Bro, that's the big dog. They do that so much. I done seen people get shot, being that bleeding. Bro, they done shot me, bro. Somebody go help me, bro. They done call police, bro. Go, bro. They done shot me, bro. Bro. Nah, bro. They shot me right here. Nah, bro. Yeah, right here. Nah, bro. Go ahead and cash out me, though. You know, it just be
Yeah,
like,
I ain't never got that
nigga,
at
you
all,
got
bro.
you.
That's the funniest and weirdest shit ever. Like, it ain't
That
that
shit do me
important, bro.
weird.
It ain't that
Like, bro, you
important.
could die. You out here recording yourself.
This
Niggas,
is
matter of
gonna be
fact,
the
it got to
last.
the point.
Man, I wish you could have seen that dude. I'm like, man, my nigga, and then to say he died, but like, what the hell, bro? Like I think he died like on the way to the hospital. It's just still a simple fact that he out here leaking and stuff like this. Bro, if you don't get off this goddamn phone, you better call your mama. That's when you supposed to be FaceTime your mama, you know, or your kids or whatever. Like, come on, bro. That's retarded stuff to me. That's retarded.
Niggas ain't got time to be FaceTiming their kids. Their kids better be on their live.
Yeah,
Tell
yeah.
my kids, I'm on live. Tell them check you in. This might be my last time. Yeah, niggas is everybody be You know what thing I hate? I hate when I be on like Twitter and stuff, and it be like, or chicks who just randomly take pictures in the middle of places. It just be like,
Yeah,
I'm
yeah, I be
like, man,
seeing that
I done
too.
seen that. Like, bro, like I seen a chick do that shit. She just high, and it's like, really, really, like,
It's what social media be, and I honestly think it has taken the value down of actually talking to people. Like
it
most people don't know
does.
how to communicate outside of social media. You put around, they very articulate and socialize on social media, but you actually put them in front of an individual, they don't know how to talk. They don't know how to communicate. They don't know how to
Nah, man.
socialize, huh?
I was like, yeah. And then the thing is, too, you ain't even gotta ask for the number no more. You can ask for a girl Instagram. Let me get your
Yeah,
Twitter.
listen, I ain't
I
out here
mean,
dating now like that, but I heard that's what they be doing now. They give out Instagram stuff now, so that's
yeah,
crazy.
like you ain't even like that shit on niggas on. Yeah, this shit is changing everything. And then with this whole thing, this metaverse, what is
Yeah,
everybody
I was
going?
gonna speak on that too when you was talking about like when you was talking a couple minutes ago, like that's gonna make it even weirder though. But the crazy part is we gonna know somebody. I'm not saying us per se gonna participate in it, but if that's the way communication go, we will. And I wouldn't be surprised if it do. I wouldn't be surprised if it do because you gonna move with the times. I'm pretty sure when the telephone came out, that was kind of crazy. But now now you got people with phones in their pocket or whatever. So if that's the way communication go, well, you have to do that. We're gonna be a part of it, but it's still weird as hell. Like they showed him at one Mark Zuckerberg at one of his I guess premiering of
Mhm.
premiering of it or whatever, and everybody had on these goggles and stuff, and he just walking around. I'm like, man, what this shit look? It looks crazy, bro. It looks crazy.
But I mean, we was already like, I mean, I don't know if you did it back in the day, like in maybe like 2000s and stuff, where they did the whole damn, what's that shit called? Well, like you had you like a little avatar and like a little world, this digital world, and you had like this little avatar of you, and you go out there, you could socialize with people.
Oh no,
You just
I ain't
have
out. No,
what's that shit called?
that's
I
above my
forgot
pay.
what
That's
the name
that's
of it.
above my pay grade, brother. That's above my pay grade. I don't know nothing about
What you
that.
mean? No,
I'm saying
okay,
because I
you
don't know nothing
probably
about it.
wasn't. Yeah, well, it's a thing they used to do, like young, like probably like people like my age and like younger, so maybe a little bit older. Like we used to, like in the 2000s and stuff. You could kind of go into like like this little world and stuff, and you can have your little avatar, and you could be on. People could be online dating, but they're not actual dating. They're little avatars dating, and they would treat it
Right.
like real relationships and stuff. And like, so we was already being prepped for this type of stuff anyway, man. It was going to happen.
What's
You know,
scary
they got.
though? All right, they got that little virtual world thing going on now, like what he
Mhm.
talking about. But do you remember? I don't know if you saw that. I think it was season 2 on Netflix, Black Mirror episode 1. If you don't know what I'm talking about, bro, you need to go watch that. It's like they had what's the dude that played Black Falcon?
Yeah, I seen that. Yeah, I seen that
Yeah,
one. I think
man.
yeah, I seen that one.
Yo, that shit was wild. I was on vacation, like, what the fuck is going on? Because I ain't never watched. I mean, like one of the barbers, Jaren or whatever. He's always telling me about Black Mirror, and I was like, man, that junk lame. But when I went to Florida for vacation, all we had was Netflix. So I was like, my partner been telling me about this or whatever. So I popped it on, man. I was like, yo, no, 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 no. And then like my old lady, her cousin called in, and we was like, we watching Black Mirror. She's like, y'all seen season 1, episode 2? I mean, season 2, episode 1. I like, we just got to watching that shit. That shit wild, bro. Now imagine some shit like that, but it's gonna happen though, bro. People gonna have virtual
Yeah,
sex, and they don't
it
know what
is.
they having sex with.
It is, man. I mean, they already preparing for it. I mean, you got Nike making actual clothes, making actual shoes, making actual things for this world. Like it's already like people like that's why they got the virtual reality glasses and stuff, and they got all these devices. And man, I'm telling you, especially I know who I kind of feel. Women, that's who gonna be suffering from it. Cause right now it's gonna be
Yeah,
a minute, but
yeah,
women, niggas gonna find other ways. It's already
yeah.
alternate ways. It
I,
really is. It's so many other. Some of that shit I don't agree with. Now, some of the ways I don't rock with, but it's so many avenues to go. Like women might lose value. Like as
yeah,
far as that.
I feel you. If the virtual sex thing coming up, and I put like this here, it might even the playing field with attractive women and ugly women. I'll say that there. whatever somebody considers an ugly woman or unattractive woman, whatever in your eyes that is, it'll even the playing field because you can create this avatar. You can look however you want to look. So if you meet somebody on there, that's what they see it. So it might even the playing field before it's a person's perception of attractive, unattractive, or whatever. Or even the people that's trying to play the role of a female. It's gonna even the playing field. I don't know if they're gonna lose value, but I think it's gonna level it out some.
Bro, it is. They got the stuff ready. They got the glasses. They got everything ready for
All
you
they
to
need to do is
stimulate
give you
having
sensation.
sex.
If they can give you sensation, that's it.
They can.
The
They got
actual
the
feel and
little
touch of it.
flashlights. They
No,
got
I'm
the
talking
little
about like the
flashlights.
actual, like where you can touch something and it feels real.
Oh yeah, I mean
That's
yeah,
all. I
but they
think
got
that's
the
all
little.
they missing now is sensation.
They
And
got
I
the
know they
sex
working on it.
toys.
They got what?
They got the sex. They got the body
Yeah,
toys where you can
yeah.
you all you gotta do is put on the glasses. She
And
got
go
a
with it with your
vagina.
little
She got
sex toy.
titties. Yeah, and you can
You
just
right.
stimulate
You
having
right.
that toy.
You right. I
So
wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be
and then
surprised.
not
The world is getting more and more fake.
yeah.
More and more fake.
Yeah.
It's gonna try y'all. What up, Cuzzo?
Hey, what's up, man? My headphones ain't working. I'm gonna exit and come back in.
All right.
What's up, man?
Yeah, it's getting more and more fake. I mean, everything fake now. Hell, even with the women you deal with, what on their body is real.
Yeah,
Some of
everything.
them got
Yeah,
fake
they definitely
asses, fake breasts,
fake asses. You're not
fake
control.
lips, fake nose, fake cheek,
Fake eyelashes.
eyelashes and
I
eye
hate that shit.
color, hair, nails. What's real now on the female? And I ain't knocking no females for doing whatever you do to make you feel confident about yourself and make you feel good. I'm just saying overall, what is real? But I ain't knocking no female that want to go out there.
And
I'm not
that's
knocking
why
no female that want to go out there and get her hair done, want to put makeup on. You know what I'm saying? If you feel self-confident, a form of unconfident about your lips, your eyes, your nose, and your breasts, your ass. If you want to go get that shit done, do you, shout? I ain't here to judge it. It's your life. Do you? But I'm just saying it's weird to me though when you make that your appearance. I see it, cuz when you make your appearance, you know what I'm saying, superficial, and now you want to be that. That's all I'm saying. Like, but I wouldn't be surprised.
What's the topic? I don't know what we're talking about.
I'm just talking about all the crazy shit that been going on out here in America, bro. That's all.
Okay.
And we got on the
hello, what that nigga had say? Make America
you know
great.
exactly what it say.
Wow, I can't believe you wore that. I bet you wore it outside.
Got the joint on it too, though, man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So you see he has fully transitioned over to being a Republican now.
Where do you get that hat from?
Amazon, dog.
Well, at least it got the black power sign on it.
Yeah. I want people to know I'm still with the people. You know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong, but yeah, it's time to switch sides on the.
Let me ask you a question. Wherever you took to get the black power fist on there or whatever, like how did they look at you when you like a black man breaking the like? What was their expression when they see you with this hat?
Yo, so the funny part about it was a white girl I had to give it to.
Okay.
So she took it to the black dude who was making the hats and was like, "Can we put political stuff on hats?" And she came back and tried to say that they couldn't do it. She was like, since you didn't buy that hat, she said, since you didn't buy the hat here, we can't put the fist on it because you didn't get the hat from us. And I was just like, yo, I mean, just make it. You know, if y'all break it, y'all break it. Oh well, I ain't tripping on it. But make the hat though. And she ran with it.
I mean, I don't see no problem with making America great. I mean, I don't know about the again part, but I definitely want to make it America great because fucking we live here. So
that nigga with that hat on, that shit interesting. Hey,
well, at least he got the black power sign on the kind of show.
Exactly, man.
He should have showed. You should have showed that off for a month, bro. You should have wore for a month. Then show like I've been had this on here. But you know, he told he's a Republican now, so there it is.
There it is.
Ain't no turning back, bro.
I'm with the gang, man.
Are you a
So you
Republican?
want to join?
You a
You want to
Republican? So
join?
you
He a
do I want
Trumper
to
now.
join?
Yeah, he
Are
a
you a
Trumper
Trumper?
now.
For what? Well, Trump might run again. He talked about it.
I think I'm more anti-Biden than I am a Trumper. I want to say that too.
Okay.
I think a lot of people are anti-Biden.
Yeah.
Hey, man.
Hey,
I'ma
I
go.
was telling him I went to our cousin. Hey, you need to tell your wife to holler at our cousin too, bro. I don't know if he sent you what he sent me or whatever, but I went down there with him, man. I watched the Devin Haney JoJo Diaz fight or whatever. He had me messed up, bro. I was seeing doubles. I had to spend the night.
For real?
Spend the night, bro. Yeah, man. I went from the drive home like that. I got some
Wow.
sense when I drank.
Oh, you went down there yesterday?
Yeah.
I kind of forgot, to be honest, but yeah.
Nah. But okay, so we were speaking. Did you hear about the little girl that got killed by her brother? He was making guns out there. Out there, basically down where you finna move it.
I think you told either you or could have told me about it. One of y'all did. It was probably him. But yeah, I heard about it though. I heard about
13 years old making guns, man. What were you doing at 13?
Man, I was trying to finger somebody. That's about it, dog.
You fingering somebody.
Yeah, I'm trying to put my finger in somebody.
13-year-old, he had a little wad of cash in his pocket too. He was the man at school. That's middle school.
What?
That ain't even high school. That's middle school.
Where are your parents? That was my first thing, man. What are parents?
That's what everybody's saying. Where's the parents?
Shit,
So they
I think I know the answer to it.
They looking at charging the mama.
I mean, she at work. I think that's the real answer. She at work.
No, she was there when the sister got shot because she didn't want to try to rush her to the hospital.
No, I'm saying
the girl died at the marathon. She died at a little marathon gas station.
I'm saying when he was making them guns and junk. Was he making guns or making silencers or something like that? What was he making?
No, he's making guns.
They call them ghost guns.
Yeah, he was making
ghost
guns.
Untraceable firearms made from parts that anyone can legally buy online.
That's crazy, man.
And YouTube showed them how to do it. It was definitely YouTube.
You think so?
Yeah, YouTube tell you everything. YouTube tell you everything. I probably could perform open heart surgery on you because of YouTube, bro. I probably can.
Man,
YouTube. Speaking of that, just this weekend they got a dude that was practicing. I don't know if it's dentistry or whatever. He was practicing being a dentist, but didn't have his license or whatever. So they said will raise the red flag. People start complaining about the pain and something like stuff being awful, like they're supposed to be done. But then here come the goofy part to let me know like they dummies too though. He was doing everything in his house. Like what dentists do work at their house? So you got everything you deserve. Nah, ain't what made me suspicious of him because my mouth was hurting after the fact. No, your mouth was hurting because you went to a nigga house to do work on your mouth. So that just lets you know how crazy shit is, bro. Like nigga going to his house. People believing somebody at a house is a fucking dentist.
Yeah, that's crazy, man. I don't know. I think we need to ask Will for doing that though.
Say what?
Let me read you this about the whole thing, right? Because it says Page Pay, a legal analyst for 11 Alive, said it is a federal crime to scratch off a serial number from a gun, but ghost guns offer a loophole because they are sold as parts and have no numbers. Under federal law, the part for a firearm is not a firearm, and federal law only regulates firearms. And then it says now there's an exception if it's an automatic weapon. A part of the machine gun is still a machine gun. Before a regular firearm, a semi-automatic firearm, a part is not the firearm.
Okay.
So he can't even go to jail for having firearms, though, right?
But I'm saying, so if he put all the parts together, is it a firearm then, though? Like I know you can buy a part here and a part there. That's not a gun, but when you put all these parts together, is it considered a gun then?
I don't know. I mean, I wonder if he was smart enough to maybe leave one part off to say, "Hey, it ain't a gun yet. All you gotta do is put this part on. Now you got a gun."
Yeah, that's true.
That could be true. Doing that, then that's even. But he's 13, man. I mean, it's genius enough already that he was making guns at 13, but I don't think he was genius enough to leave one part off. And he looked at the federal law and said, "Okay, because if I leave this part off, it's really not a gun until you add this."
I think so, bro. Somebody put him on game. That ain't just no little regular kid
Yeah, that's
doing
what I
something.
feel like.
Somebody put
Somebody
him
put
on
him
game,
on
That's what
dog.
game.
Minister was saying. I don't know, man. I don't know. But even if somebody did put him on game, the point is he kept it going.
Oh yeah.
I mean, shit.
So that's still
Man, he
Jesus
probably
within
making like a
itself.
little bread and shit. He probably making him a little like. Man, I mean, he
Yeah,
probably
I know
sold
he had a
him
little
like
water
$100.
money in his pocket or whatever, and and he probably was selling for dirt cheap. So that's why,
Yep.
and that's probably why people was going to him or whatever. I don't know like what he was selling them for, but I know 9 times 10 he was selling them dirt cheap.
Yeah, I mean he's 13, dog. What the? I don't think he want to buy for real some fucking shoes and outfit. That's it.
And video games, that's it.
Right? He ain't paying no bills and
With
nothing
his
like that.
occupation, he ain't playing no video games.
Look, hey, that's true. Look, he ain't even buying no cars right now. He ain't but 13.
Yeah.
So
But he
yeah,
could have
they
been
gonna be
putting
dirt
money. He
cheap. He
could have
don't
been
want
putting
nothing.
money. He could have been could have been putting food on the table if the parents like was cool with him doing it.
Hey
And
man,
I'm not
I
saying that the
hate to
mom was or whatever. I don't know, but it wouldn't surprise me if the parent was okay with it.
to judge a book by its cover, but in this situation, I guarantee you that lady was on not child support, but food stamps, dog. So he don't need to put too much food on the table, man. That's coming from the government anyway.
Why you think that? Why you think she was getting
I
food
don't
stamps,
know.
bro?
I mean, I'm bullshitting around, but I mean, cause she having to work, and she already got at least two kids that we know of.
Facts.
So you apply for food stamps, you got them kids, ain't no telling where the daddy at.
Bro,
Shit.
he don't put it working at he don't put it
Shit.
working at McDonald's now. He don't put it working at McDonald's.
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what
Can't
them.
he have a decent
Listen,
job, bro?
hey TJ, that's what them black conservatives, Republicans be doing online, boy. Don't let it be no woman with kids out here.
Oh,
They
that's
finna
what
go
he's
in on
doing.
her. He
That's
sounds
what he's
just like
doing.
him right now.
Hey,
He's doing a conservative talk. Oh, okay.
Yeah,
is
boy, don't let it
Kristen
be no
on?
woman
That's
out
what
no
it
house
is.
Not
with no
Kristen. Who was
baby.
it?
Oh shit.
I forgot
That's
if it
what
was
it is.
Kristen or Angie. One of them said something about joining the Facebook group. So I joined the group, right? Black Republicans Facebook group, or
Oh,
whatever.
this nigga for real.
Dog,
How's that working out for you?
I don't like it. I don't like they make some good talking points, but they are really extreme, bro. I'm like, nigga, I think I joined the Black KKK or something. I don't know, man.
Yeah, nah, hell no.
I mean, look, if they see me talking
It's
about
good
this,
for
they kick me
arguments. You
off.
go in there and argue with people. If you like to argue on social
Right,
media,
but
it's good for that.
if you
They
do that, they
probably
probably gonna kick
boost
you
you
off.
out if you
Yeah,
kick you out if you. Yeah, I'm about to say probably kick you out if you
exactly.
argue with them. You have
Yeah,
to
if
pick
you
an
go
argument with
against,
somebody on the side.
because I mean, they already said like, hey, keep this private. Don't take this outside of this group. All that kind of shit. I'm like, man, this shit here is goofy.
Hey man.
Say them your
But
people,
Hey,
bro.
Hey, real talk. Some be having good points about stuff, but not all of it, dog. I'll say honestly, about 40% of it is good stuff. The other 60%, though, I'll be like, yo, I need to get the fuck up out of here, man.
What's the craziest shit you read?
Oh, yeah, I'm with it.
What them say?
Yeah, so they tried to compare the Kenosha, Wisconsin situation with Ritter with another situation with a black dude, but it was like completely different. Like I looked it up, man. I should have screenshot that thing and sent it to y'all. Matter of fact, I'm gonna do that after the show. I'm gonna screenshot it and I put it in the comments or whatever. But hey, y'all just don't tell my black Republican friends I'm doing this because they're gonna kick me out of the group. Look, I'm gonna bring y'all the information. I got y'all. Don't worry about it.
Hey man, I respect your political views, my brother. I respect your political views.
Keep that on there though. Y'all got to make sure I show that every now and again, just so somebody come in late.
But the way you talking right now, you keep it straight, brother. You keep that head straight right now.
All right, cool.
When you start leaning our way a little bit more, then you turn it that way there. Right now, bro, that's where you at. Your blackness started kicking in,
Yeah,
hey,
you sound just like
hey,
that whole.
I wasn't even thinking about it till you said it, bro. I wasn't even thinking about it till you said it.
Hey, I wore it to the store when I first got it. I ain't gonna lie, I was
he did wear it
nervous
out
in
the house.
yeah, I wore it out the house. Now I had that thing on me though. I had to make sure I had that on.
Yeah, you got it. You a black Republican. You gotta have that thing on you, bro.
You think somebody will pull up on you and like try you over that hat?
If I'm by myself,
I don't blame you for being cautious of it, but do you think somebody will actually do it though?
Yes, bro. If I'm by myself and it's a group of them, I don't think they're gonna try me one-on-one. I don't think that's gonna happen. But if it's like 5 of them, you know how dudes be. It's 5 of them with one of me.
Yeah, especially
they might
young
say
niggas.
something to me. Yeah, they might say something to me.
Trey,
I ain't
Shawty
like,
got a question for you.
nigga. I take that hat off. I take that hat off, bro. I take that hat off, bro. We Democrats over here, bro.
Man,
No, you need
I think
just say America and salute them. They're like, this nigga's a weirdo.
walk off real fast.
Yeah, that would work.
Talking to myself.
Answer the question, Trey. When was America great? You see it?
It was great before Barack Obama became the president.
Woo.
Niggas, you serious?
Yeah, I'm dead serious. Yeah,
my motherfucking cousin. Boy.
Explain
why you say
bro.
that. Yes, that nigga. He's a Republican. He's a conservative.
No, dog. Look, so I and
explain yourself, brother. I love this.
Will.
I love it.
Today, I took my son and my wife to the Falcons game. It's just a family affair, right? Family affair.
Did you wear your hat?
Nah, I wore my Falcons hat. I went to the Falcons game with my Falcons hat. So, dog, maybe I'm old. Maybe that's what it is. I don't know. But anyway, so I'm looking at the cheerleaders, right? You already know this going, dog. It was two dudes out there with the girls, man. They got two dudes on the cheerleading team. Flamboyant. It ain't like they just holding the girls up. No. Yes, bro. They like doing everything the girls are doing. They ain't like the big buff dude you see in college holding up girls with one hand. Nah. Like, so now one thing I did respect, the Falcons, they didn't give them pom-poms, right? So the girls had the pom-poms, shaking it cool. The dude, they ain't had a pom-pom, so they were just shaking their hand like that, dog. Like it is a pom-pom. I was like, man, nah. So, but yeah.
So how are you tying that in with Barack Obama, brother? Help me
because
out.
If it weren't Barack Obama,
I haven't bashed dude in a minute, so I'm gonna let you do it, bro. I ain't saying that about this guy in a minute, but go ahead.
No, I'm just saying Barack Obama. I know for a fact. I feel like he did more for the gay community than he did the black community, and that's a fact.
So you saying America was great before it was pro homosexuality?
Oh shit!
I mean, that's a part of it, yes. But I'm saying Barack Obama. Period. I just use the homosexuality as an example.
Hey, them niggas might run up on you down.
I'm using what you saying to just give a little more clarity. Before it was so much homosexuality being pushed and navigated where we see it everywhere. You saying that's when America was great, when it was a heterosexual country.
To me, I think it was better before Barack Obama. Yes.
Oh,
okay, so he's speaking just speaking on a certain issue. He's not saying totality. So that might answer the questions of people saying, when was America great? You speaking on a certain issue that you feel like took America to a whole nother stratosphere.
So, I mean, so when America was cool, the best time to me, I was a kid, obviously, so I couldn't even vote or nothing like that. But it was back in them days, man, like the late 90s, early 2000s. I feel like that shit was dope around that time.
I mean, it was, I think, because we was as kids, but I don't think it was for us in general, I don't think it was no better. You know, actually, honestly, I feel like America's really, to me, stopped being great when Bush got into the office.
Really?
You know?
Which one?
One?
I'm saying which one?
Honestly,
Daddy or Junior?
I really have to say his daddy and all of them, honestly, but I guess I don't know, it just seemed like America was in a different place when his son got into the office. And the whole 9/11, and then
9/11 made things. I hate to say this, but because people lost their lives, and I don't mean nothing funny by that at all. But 9/11 made things a little bit better for Black people, the way that we were looked at around that time. Because at that time, if you had a turban on,
I about to say for a moment it was just America, and it was Christians versus Muslims. For a moment, not long, but for a moment, being a Muslim.
Not even just Christians. I say everybody versus Muslims. If you was Muslim around that time, it was terrible for you. I remember Muhammad Ali was trying to get on TV, trying to talk and jump, but
Arabian type Muslim. I ain't talking about the Black Muslims.
Right, Arabian type Muslim.
I agree with it. For a small moment, Black
we was all together.
Like, it was an equal playing field.
Yes, that's to me. That's when I say America was great. I remember that time, though. Like I don't know. I remember my daddy got pulled over by the police. Normally, whenever he get pulled over, it's a problem. He gonna get a ticket no matter what. You know what I'm saying? And but this particular time, I remember him not getting a ticket, and the police just having like a regular conversation with him. Say, "Hey, I'm just gonna let you go with a warrant." White dude.
I think they went on for about 3 months when America.
Just saying. That's what
I
I
think for
remember.
about 3 months.
Man, fuck America at that point, man. They was on some bullshit. Cause niggas, white people always wanted to be kumbaya when shit happened to them. When shit happened to us, oh, we on our own. Man, ain't nobody getting, man, fuck America. There wasn't no unity. It was bad. It was that.
Yes,
it was them using and exploiting. And it was them using that hate language towards somebody who they claimed attacked them. When it actually, if anybody should got mad at, they should got mad at their own government, because their own government knew about the whole situation before it happened, and then they used that to intersect to get into our personal lives with our phone, through the internet. Like all that stuff was like the segue for that to happen. So I don't think that was a good time at all.
If we could stay in that time, I think that'd be great.
I'm not saying it was great or nothing. I'm just saying for a moment it did.
When Bush was in office, what?
When Bush was in office.
Listen, I'm not saying it was great or not. You talking about you and Trey going there?
Hell
go ahead.
Bro.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying right compared to right now today. I mean, I understand with inflation, everything is going to go up over the years, but the way gas prices look right now today are ridiculous.
Wasn't they high in Bush too?
Oh, they were high, but not
down
this
in Locust Grove, man, gas $2.72. I was like, man, why did I fill up before I came out here? Well, go ahead.
That's what I'm saying. $2.72. That's where
I had to look at another gas station to make sure I wasn't tripping.
I mean,
it's straight right here.
It's crazy that's weird to hear. That $2.72 a gallon is a great price. You know, I mean, but that's all politics though. Them gas prices is politics.
That man, boy, he a Republican now. He's a Republican.
No, hey man, stop. I'm just saying I'm anti-Biden, bro. Like for real. Like y'all already know how I feel about this Muslims getting all this money stuff too. We can talk about that if you want to. I got an attitude about that too.
Go ahead. Get it all off. Get it all off your chest. Get it all off your chest.
They should be getting money, not them motherfucking essays. No disrespect to them, but we've been here more. We suffer more, so we deserve that money, not them.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I heard they brought it up. They tried to deny it, say they're not going to do it. But you know, I mean, I don't think nobody's getting no fucking money. And I mean, you're right. If anybody should get money, it should be us. But man, let's be honest, we're not gonna get no money from them. It's not gonna happen.
I disagree. I think we will.
I think what's crazy is that's even the conversation.
When it's probably like 20 black people.
Thank you. It hadn't even been a conversation.
Whether they get it or not, the fact that it's being entertained, I think that's the weird part. Like when you hear about black people talking about reparations, it's black people, but it's nothing been put on the forefront, or you haven't seen anybody in power will speak on that.
Congress ain't talking about it.
I think that's what make that weird there. Whether they get it or not, I think just the fact that it's being paperwork done with that.
Look, how close they got. How close they got, and so fast. That's bullshit to me.
That's the part. That's the part that makes it crazy to me. Like I said, I don't know if they're gonna get it or not, and I don't care. But just the simple fact that it's being discussed and it's like actually a political conversation is weird, because when like I said, when black people talking about reparations, it's amongst black people.
Right.
Yeah, true. but you understand that we're in competition. Like that, we're for some reason white people see us as our competition, as their competition. So they don't never want to.
I don't know what the question is.
She basically asked like, when was America great? So she started. I think he just kind of told her, but just reiterate to her when you said it was great. Just say it one more time.
For me, I said for me personally, it was great before Barack Obama went into office.
Because speak on that one more time. I just want to make sure she hear you clearly.
Because homosexuality has destroyed America.
You think that's the only thing that destroyed America?
I think it made us real soft. Yeah.
You disagree with him, Minister?
I mean, I disagree that it made us soft. I mean, homosexuality always been here. I think they got more I mean, with the liberals and the Democrats, and yeah, they push it more. More of that, but I don't think it made America soft. I don't think it had. I mean,
I think I think homosexuality is over. They're pushing it more. It's more homosexuals on TV than they're actually in real life. That's what I'm
yeah, definitely, yeah. I definitely that homosexuality is actually a very small percentage of America, but
right.
it's just the power that they have or whatever. So I'm gonna let y'all have it, but I do agree this is a very small percentage of America. It's not a high percentage at all.
Hey, you know who we should have been listening to? Who I thought was goofy at first. I thought that Ice Cube, Ice Cube, with his situation when the elections were
I
first
did.
going on.
Oh,
I thought it
speaking
was
of Ice
goofy.
Cube,
I
wait,
thought it was
speaking of
goofy.
Ice
Now
Cube,
he's right.
wait,
He's
I
absolutely
didn't.
right, though.
No, Camille, we had this conversation on here. So I'm just say this to Angie. That's when women that was a situation where women silenced the man. Them black woman was mad because he didn't specifically say black woman, so they X'd him out. So that is the situation, Charlotte. And that was one of the ones I was gonna bring up. We had that conversation again when I was up on myself and I was drunk. But there's a situation where women silenced the man. Matter of fact, this is just a side note for Angie, right quick. You got the whole King Richard now, whatever. Serena Venus Williams.
Yeah, they
Them women
that.
mad about that. Now I will say it's a small percentage of black women, so I'm not gonna put that on black women. But women are upset that this movie is about a man. They call it a misogynist movie. Them daughters did that. They the one signed out for that. They paying homage to their daddy. But there's another situation right there where the man is being silenced. They don't want to hear them story. But go ahead with y'all conversation because I had all that ready for just in case that came back up. So there you go, Angie. That's what I was gonna say. Go ahead.
I forgot what I even said. What my point was, man.
Yeah, that's because like they was on my head by that. But you just saying how America was straight before it was gay, and America weak now.
Yeah, I mean, it's homosexual. I mean, that's always been here. I don't think that's
cool. All right, let me ask you.
I just think I know. Just got an opportunity.
I agree. It's always been here, but whose signature went on the paperwork to make it legal for them to get married? Whose signature was it?
I guess Obama's.
Okay, then. So how many men is Obama?
If Obama didn't do it,
okay, then
won't do it.
Oh, but it wasn't. It was Obama.
Obama got to do something. He's in there for a reason.
Right.
He's gonna have to feel somebody.
He got to do something. Why he couldn't do something for black people? Answer me that.
You know why? Come on, bro. You know why? You know the answer. Why most black men in those positions don't do nothing for black people?
So you mean to tell me it's more convenient or more easy for him to do stuff for gay people than black people? Is that what it is?
Yeah. You see how he living? He out here thriving.
See, to me that's bullshit. I feel like Donald Trump. Yes, I said it. He would do something for black people before he do something for gay people. I just want to be represented. Is that too much to ask? I would like to be in front of gay people in the line. That's all. I'm not asking for much.
Yeah, but the thing is, it's no competition. There's nothing. White people are. I feel like they're a competition with us. So them doing something for gay people don't do that because, like you said, it's a small minority.
Gay people. I think gay people would say that they're in competition with blacks because you don't know why. Whenever they somebody say something about gay people, they always try to compare it to who?
They try to, but the thing is, it's still a small minority. They're a small minority against Black Americans. Way bigger numbers than the people that are gay. So doing something for them, okay, yeah, you do something for them, but I mean, that comes with the rise of feminism. That works hand in hand. So you're doing something for women and gay, like, but as Black people as a whole, they're not. I don't think they're going to do anything for us because we're competition for them.
I just seen somebody put. I ain't see who it was, but about judging. I don't know if that was for me. I just want to go on the record and say I ain't judging nobody. I'm just saying politically, I would like to be recognized before gay people. That's all. I don't care what they do, what they like. That's on them. I'm just saying put some in the laws for black people. That's literally what I'm saying. Like I wanted to say,
I mean, they're gonna say
dear Black America, woo 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 woo. That's all I want.
That's true. She true about that shit. Right Republicans do be judging.
I hate to say I agree with the man.
Don't hate to say you said that. Don't say that. Don't say that.
Hey man, but the
I
last
be
two
feeling like
times
the
we all
minister
been
be
on here together,
politically
they been
correct, man.
going that Trey walking his walk for real, man. He's
I'm
changing
for
his
Yeah.
real
views.
about it, dog. And I'm gonna stand on it 10 toes down, man. Cause I mean that's how I feel, and nobody's gonna change the way I feel. I'm open to discussion. I'll discuss anything, but I'm gonna stand on it if I really feel that way. That's some
I
big
think
dog.
he's saying make it great again, Charlotte. So yeah, it ain't great. According to Trey's opinion.
Well,
I don't know.
America isn't great.
I think that's a thing that falls back on African Americans or black people, whatever you want to call us. I feel like that's our fault if we're not being recognized. I just don't. I myself don't
I
understand
agree with that. I agree with
why
that.
black people feel. Some of us feel that white people have to acknowledge us, or white people. Why do they feel that we have to? That's that slave shit. They don't have. There is nothing that they could do that we can't do. There
Like,
is
what you
nothing
mean?
that they can do that we can't do. There is nothing that they can do that we can't do. So what is it that we feel like we need from them? There is
You talking
nothing that
from the
they can do that we
government?
can't do. Yeah, from the government, from white people, and just in general, from the whole, from just like or whatever you want to consider this white enterprise. Like, what is it about them that we feel like we need to like we need them? Like, we could create opportunities. We can do the same thing that they do. We could put our money together and get behind get behind these lawmakers and try to get these policies, or we could get
Hey,
areas and build those up. There's nothing they could do that we can't do. So I feel
I
like
would like
until
to.
black people want to be great, we're not gonna be great. That's just all on us. Till we
I would
decide
like
we
to
want to be great.
reply. I would like to reply to one of our lovely
I know what
people
this one
that
this
says
one
that
here.
I can't.
This one here.
Right, I can't articulate a time in history was when America was great to blacks. I disagree. However, white folks did tear everything down, but when we did shop amongst ourselves, when everything was segregated, I can't think. What's the name of the city, man? Dang, it
Tulsa.
ain't Rosewood. Yeah, there
Tulsa.
you go, right there. There you go. It was that not from what we know about it. Was that not great for black people, or am I wrong?
I guess she's talking about like an era in
Okay,
time where it was.
that's an era in time. That's not an era in time. You think that they built that
Well, I mean,
overnight?
talking about like what like I mean, what I mean, because I'm guessing like for example, the Reconstruction was a good time. Was probably one of the best times, highlights of Black people's lives, where the government actually helped us out. I mean, to a certain extent, they did some of the stuff they were supposed to do, and it assisted us in improving our lives. But I mean, that was probably like the one and only time, maybe during the civil rights era. But like
I don't know
times
the
when you can
exact
say,
year, but it was a long ass time ago. But you asked me the question, I gave you the answer.
you can
You
say
asked the
long time.
question when in the history of America has it been great to black people, and I gave you an answer. Don't disqualify me because I went alive. Thank you. And that's my thing. So I'm always for black people. Like at the end of the day, I mean, y'all can look at the hat. It's funny. It's goofy. Whatever. But I'm definitely for black people, man. And I don't see Joe Biden really doing enough for black people right now. So I think I got an attitude about that too.
Now I will say this here, I'm letting y'all two go with it, and I'm just putting the comments up. But yeah, I don't see that Biden did. I think Biden did a lot, but all politicians do that. They lie to get in office or whatever. But I mean, Biden told a whole bunch of lies. I'm just waiting for one thing. Well, it's only 1 year in office, but I'm waiting to see something, bro. I'm waiting to see some. I'm waiting to see some.
And I
Because
did
he
lead this
promised a lot.
conversation.
No, in fact, he didn't promise nothing to black
I
people.
said he ain't
And
promised shit. That was
I
also the
think this is
thing.
where we get confused right there. I think a
Right.
lot of people voted for Biden just out of hate for Trump. They didn't like the way Trump
You know what's
talked,
so
none of
funny?
this stuff like that.
I say that like all the time, but niggas don't want to listen to me. I said the whole time. Niggas only voted for him. They pushed the whole fuck Trump. Trump's a racist card. That's all they
Right.
fucking did.
Yeah.
It got me
Biden
too.
didn't have to do
I
nothing.
voted. I voted for Joe Biden. I'm on this podcast. I say that I voted for Joe Biden. It was a mistake though, but I did vote for Joe Biden. At the time, it's not the right thing to do.
All
Exactly, because
because of Trump.
yeah,
All because of
they
Trump.
No,
pushed
no,
that
no,
shit.
no.
Like how
And,
they
and
finna
I'm just
ride and all
asking
this shit.
because, like I said, I know a lot, and a
Yeah.
lot of people want to admit that some people sit up and like, man, well, I looked at what he was saying. Now, no, majority of people that voted for Biden were just out of hate for Trump. Like they felt like the 4 years with Trump was horrible.
and because of Kamala Harris was chosen as the vice president too, that got my vote for Joe Biden. So yeah.
So
I
how
don't
y'all
think
feel
it's gonna
about it?
be
Y'all
that.
think
We
Trump trying
wasn't
to
in
get
no
us in
war.
World War III?
I say what thing I was just gonna say that. What war were we in? And who was
Yeah,
he
No, he
trying
we
to say
said
was.
what,
I
trying to
don't think
get
that
he's
shit was
trying to
gonna
get us into
happen.
World War III, but
with who?
America's always
One
beef with
thing,
Russia. America's always beef with China. America's always
Right.
old
That's
China
just what
money
it
and stuff
is.
like that.
shit. Look at
I
Biden.
don't know about
Biden
because
kissing China's ass right now.
yeah, he is. And Trump was cool with Kim Jong Un or whatever. So that
Right.
whole North Korea threat was gone. Trump did bring people back from bring people home from Afghanistan. So
Look, Trump is a
Listen,
businessman at the end of the day. He's about making business deals. That's
and
it.
also,
No, hey, and
also,
real talk, my paycheck changed between the two presidents due to taxes. And I don't like that.
Trump was an American president. He was an American style president. Motherfuckers hate to admit it. He was an American style president. But we in this PC era. And I mean, some of the shit
Right.
I don't agree with. I ain't gonna say that I agree with everything Trump said and some
I
stuff.
agree with that.
But
Yeah.
America, like, if you know America, you live in America, you know America love to give you this fake outlook like she's so beautiful. But when you actually get to know America, America ain't shit. You know, it's just how it is. And
I say
to
she
me,
dirty as
Trump
a
was
motherfucker. I say that, yeah.
yeah, Trump was the prototypical American. He was that American president that people hate to admit, but that's who we are
Right.
we are
he was
sometimes
a
But
as a
see,
true
people.
Trump,
he was a true representation of American
Yeah, I
mindset, of
think he
American
but
was.
mindset.
I
hey,
think he really
Trump
was.
made moves with foreign countries to help America. Nothing was to help them. It was like, fuck y'all, like we
Yeah,
finna
I
come
will
up.
say that too. Trump was all like
Yeah,
America first, fuck everybody else. But
We
that's the
first.
American
Thank you.
mindset, though. You look at
And
the
he's still rich
majority of
though.
white Americans, he was that mindset.
What's your
Hey, I
point
knew
that he
Trump was
filed
a gay.
bankruptcy? He's smart
Yeah, I
with
know he
money.
still
Like
got
a
money.
lot
He
of
still got
50
hotels.
Cent. Look, 50 Cent didn't file bankruptcy. He got shows on Stars right now.
Hey, you know the thing
Sometimes it's
about
wise to go bankruptcy. Go ahead.
I forgot what I was about to say something about
My bad.
yeah, whatever. Yeah, man. Trump was
But then
man.
Trump also said, well, like when they was debating, though, Trump says because of y'all, I was able to do this or whatever. Like so,
Yeah.
I was about to say I knew Trump was a gangster when he told he's gonna make Mexico build a wall in Mexico and make Mexico pay for it. I was like, oh, that nigga different.
I mean, that shit never came to fruition, but yeah. I mean, I'm looking forward to seeing what happens in the next couple of years. You know what I'm saying? Hold on, let me read that or something.
yeah, I mean, you got these females, you know, you got them riled up, bro, because of that hat.
Hey, bro, I gotta get ready to go.
I think it is the hat.
Go
You
ahead.
said what? You gotta go?
Yeah.
All right, peace, minister.
All right, so I guess I'll be the one
You
to
gotta
go
be the
against you
politically.
now. I don't know.
Yeah,
Well,
you
now,
gotta
I
be
don't know,
politically
man, because
correct,
like
man.
I don't totally agree with you. You know, I think you're making some valid points. Maybe you're not saying it in a way that they like it. You know, maybe. But I mean, I
Yeah.
think if y'all can sit down and have a conversation, they'll understand your standpoints a little bit more.
Yeah. I don't think I'm being unreasonable.
And I don't think they mean they don't like you. No, I think they just disagree with this standpoint on you or whatever. There's
Right.
been plenty of times they
Yeah.
don't heard you speak. They just
That's
don't
cool.
your political views.
Yeah.
I
That's all
think
the
just
way
your
cool.
political views they disagreeing with, or the simple fact that you're saying that it was great before our last two Democratic presidents. Like so, and it might be saying like ever since Democrats, these last two Democrats got in office, America has gotten worse financially, and just I ain't gonna say because you're not saying you against homosexuality. It's just like how they got
No.
pushed to the forefront
Right.
because yeah.
Because they're
But
homosexual. I think
but
that's
I don't
bullshit.
think that's. I will say this here. I think what might separate that's not a racial um movement. That's just a preference movement or whatever. So everybody from all type of races are part of it. Everybody from all type of political views are part of it. So that might be why it's not blacks or Asian. Now, if you said like they put Asians before us, even when you brought up the whole thing about the
That's
Hispanic
true.
people or whatever. Now that might be where that you can make that standpoint, but just to say
Yeah.
a
And you
black
know
man
what?
against a whole community, a different type of community,
You're right.
it's
I
a
say
little
that.
different.
So speaking of all my Democrat family out there, what was one of the first things Joe Biden signed into office when he got in? It was against Asian hate, a sign against Asian hate. right?
That's
Am I lying
facts.
about that? Okay, those are
No.
facts. What a thing get against black people? Like we the ones on trial and shit all the time about getting killed by the police and stuff like that. What our bill? They won't get no bill. Matter of fact, that what's my man name? That bill still hadn't passed. George Floyd.
Nah,
What's
I
up?
mean,
What's up with the
it
George
do get
Floyd
grouped
bill?
up and stuff because, like, even with the whole racial profiling, we know what that means, but it's not saying black profiling. It's saying race, so it clumps everybody. It seems like every time something get done for black people, it clumps so many different things or so many different fragments and understandings
True.
into it. Like even with the whole civil rights movement, we know what that was right about, but so much got clumped into that civil rights movement or
Right.
whatever. So it wasn't
Versus
just
like the
strictly for
Asian.
black people. Yeah, but that
Asians got
Asian hate
Asian
is
hate.
yeah, and it might have a different
I'm
name on
just saying,
paperwork or
man.
whatever, but it's termed Asian hate though, the anti-Asian hate crime or whatever.
Right. I'm just saying for I don't know, us to vote Democrats so heavily and we never truly get anything black, like black nothing. That's all. That's my problem. That's my issue.
But I'll say this here, well, being a Democrat, the way they represent, now, I do feel like Democrats is a bunch of bullshit because it's so much line going on with it. So like, I do
Yeah.
feel like if they want the quote unquote black vote, they need to have something and do something for black people specifically. But
That's all I'm saying.
I think that the whole Democrat view is, or the way they represent. I'm not gonna say the politicians or these news outlets or whatever, but the people is saying like, for the Democratic view, it's for people in general. It's not for the poor. I mean, it's not for the rich, anything like this. It's for the common man. That's what they push off. But when you look at it, I don't see it. But from the average person, they might be why they voted, because they looking at it's to help humanity within it as a whole, instead of sectoring out this one group and this one group. It preaches equality. It preaches equality, but does it really give you equality? That's a different.
Yeah.
That's a different way of looking at it. Yeah.
I'm legit with whatever, like real talk, whatever Ice Cube talking about on this next go round. I'm gonna be all in on Ice Cube because I think Ice Cube got it right the first time. I just missed the train.
We said that, and when we got on the show again, Angie, because them black women was up there going against that man, going at that man because he didn't have that specifically very outlining something for black women. It was just saying black people in general, black women. Like, well, what about us? Well, we ain't worried about. That's a situation where a black man was silent. So for you, my yoker, a black man did have something to say. So when the comment you made about he mustn't have nothing to say, I wasn't gonna say that, but that black man had something to say. He had it right, and y'all shut that man up. Okay. You know exactly what I'm talking about, Shada. When y'all had me up here and Trey was gone. But go ahead though. Trump pardoned a lot of black people.
Lot. Yeah,
a whole lot. I think more than any other president. If I ain't mistaken now.
Lil Wayne got pardoned.
Yeah, he pardoned a lot of black people.
Yes, that was a bad question. Unless you want that answer, I don't know. But it was a lot of black folks. Trump got his money, man. Now, I think a lot of the black folks had to pay for their pardon. Don't get me wrong. Like, yeah.
Yeah, so.
But he did pardon a lot of black folks.
Now, she's speaking of a specific black person, but Trump pardoned a lot of black people.
Okay, specifically, yeah. Okay.
She's talking about men on death row. But he pardoned a lot. It's a lot of people at home right now because of Trump. It's a lot of people.
All right, I ain't know she was talking specifically like on death row and stuff like that. I ain't know that. I mean, I like honestly, even the guy.
Lil Wayne ain't black. What is Lil Wayne did? He's an alien.
Martian. He's an alien, Martian. Right? He's a Martian.
So you can be whatever you want to be in America now. You know what I'm saying? You got people saying they women, so he's a Martian. So hey, I agree.
Don't get me started on that trans stuff, man. That's a whole other.
I'm not.
All right, good.
Speaking on people are different. I don't know specifically.
I don't know who's on death row. Anyway, personally.
Yeah, so I won't answer that question. I don't have an answer for that question. I don't have a question for that.
And that's a good question. Now we can't talk about how do you feel about death row, TJ? How do you feel about death row?
I think death row should be amplified if you mess with kids. or you mess with women, and that's about it right there. I think.
Hold
I
on, you
mean,
mean
it might
mess
be
with women?
certain type of crimes. Yeah, like if you out here
You gotta
raping
go
women and
look,
stuff.
go deeper.
Oh, okay, Zoe. But if you out here raping women and stuff like that, you should die, man.
Okay,
You out
right.
here raping and molesting kids, you should die. Like I don't think nothing. There's no way of reforming your mind. I know a dude that
See,
went to prison twice for raping women. What a he raped one woman. Then when he got older, he tried to rape two women. They beat him up or whatever. So he went to prison twice. But like, ain't I don't think no way.
but
There's
look,
no form of rehabilitation for a child molester or a rapist. I just don't feel like it
all right,
exists.
raping women, that I think that can be slippery. Mike
No, I'm talking
Tyson
about.
went
No,
to
I ain't talking.
jail. Mike
I
Tyson
ain't
went to
talking
jail
about
for
some.
rape.
Oh yes, you can get it. No. I'm talking about knocking women out. You know what I'm saying?
Okay,
Like,
all right, like
yeah,
obvious cases of like
yeah.
aggressive,
I ain't talking
violent
about
rape.
where
Okay, cool.
it's the Mike Tyson type situation
Right.
where I
Yeah,
thought this
yeah,
was
yeah.
going. Now I'm not speaking. I'm talking about like these weirdo ass niggas out here in the alley waiting for a woman to come down. They're breaking the folk. Like you had the black dude was down in Clayton County breaking the folk house and raping women. Like, come on, man.
Yeah. Okay. Now I can agree with that. So, I mean, some people just oppose the death penalty altogether. I don't. I'm not one. I can't say that I'm one. I'm with you on that. If you raping little girls, you know what I'm saying, little boys, whatever, you deserve that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying right there. Per Google. If that it is, then shout out, hey, I have nothing but I retract my statement if that's factual.
Yeah, I agree with that. I agree. I say the same thing.
If that's factual, all I can do is retract my statement. But yeah, like and then in certain forms of homicide, I think like it depends on the details of the situation or whatever. Why I can say, yeah, maybe. So I'm not anti death penalty, but I'm anti the people that came up with the idea. But it's part of our life now. You know what I'm saying? It's part of our life. So I can't do nothing but
Yeah.
say when I think it should be amplified now. But for somebody to come up and say I'm gonna be the judge of whether you live and die, that's unique to me. Like, and
Now,
then for the people that have these religious views on death and stuff like that. So do you separate your view of death from the way you view law, or so when you come upon your maker, if that your belief is true, can you justify that with your maker?
see, and that's what I was going to ask you about. How do you think that the death penalty should be implemented, rather say? Because we know if you inject the needle, you pushing that juice up in them, that's gonna make
Even
them
if you,
die. Like, how would you
but
make it happen?
it goes before that though. If you're the prosecutor seeking the death penalty, if you're the
Okay,
judge and allowing, so it goes before the
right,
person
to
that
make it
actually.
happen. Okay,
So I think it goes before the person that actually that's uh injecting the needle or whatever. It goes to the people that want to make it happen. So
I mean, well, all right, but even still, how would how would you have it happen? Like death by firing squad, hanging, electricity tail. How would you do it?
I
How do you
think
think it should be done?
I think all those are violent deaths or whatever. So the needle is probably the most unviolent, most civilized way of doing it. A firing squad. That's not. I mean, it's no way to civilize death, but I think the injection is the most civilized way of death. Electric chair, like it's situation where they when the electric chair was legal, where people was electrocuted and still was alive, and they had to electrocute them again or whatever.
Dang.
So
See, now
even with a
call me
firing
weird.
squad,
That
it might be
that's
situation where they
my
have to
vote.
shoot you again. Even
My
with
vote is
hanging, it's been
to.
situation where people hang for a long time. They ain't dead yet. So
I mean, my vote is the firing squad personally, but yeah, I mean, I feel a way about lethal injection, but that's based off my profession. That's literally what we do to animals, and I just don't know if a man or a
is it
woman.
painful? Is it painful though?
I've
I
never
mean,
seen one be painful. No,
yeah, that's what I'm
it's
saying.
like
Like,
they literally just go to sleep and that's it. It's a wrap.
right. That's why I say it's no way of civilizing it, but I think it's the most civilized way of doing it, where it's painless.
Gotcha.
Getting up
Yeah.
there, getting electrocuted, bro. Come on, man, that's painful. And like, it just depends on how long it takes you to die. Getting shot,
Yeah.
you might get shot, but you still alive, bro. That's a painful death.
I
Getting
mean, but
hung, you up there just hanging. Like I said, there's no
if
way of
you
civilizing death.
But if you have to die, if that individual had to die a painful death, that's why the crime must be magnificent. I mean, I hate to say then, like, hey, you kind of get what you deserve or whatnot, but I don't know. It all sounds fucked up. It sounds bad, and I don't.
Do you agree with abortion?
Who, me?
Yeah.
That's
a strong talking point of conservatives.
Yeah, I mean, it's not black and white to me as it should be. I'm more so gray in this area. I mean, because I would say generally, no, I don't agree with abortion. Granted, I'm a man, so I'm just answering the question that was, addressed to me, right? All right. So I don't agree with them, but if a woman is like raped or a little girl is molested, then yes. So I don't know if I can play both sides like that, but that is my answer.
Yeah, and it was a big case going on. I don't know if they came to a conclusion, but it was a big case going on with Mississippi, and they say it might threaten the Roe versus Wade case or whatever. So I don't know what happened, but I know it was some big going on in Mississippi about the whole abortion thing. I think they were talking about 21 weeks or 15 weeks or something like that. I'm not sure what the time frame was. So
yeah.
But I say this here, my thing with abortion, I'm not totally against it, but if you out here just fucking kids and just because you can go out here and fucking do
get an abortion, right,
get an abortion, come on, like where's the accountability in that though? So
right, I agree.
That's the part right there where it gets tricky because you got I know a few females that have had multiple abortions, and it's a quick fix for them. It's a quick fix.
Yeah.
So
and it's a lick. It's a lick for some women
if they out here making these bad decisions like that, maybe they should be having abortions. So I mean, because obviously they're gonna keep doing it. They're not making logical decisions. They like raw sex. So
true. Hey, and I want to point out something Angie just said. She lets me know further that I am truly at heart an independent. If I had to choose a class, however, the Republicans will get my vote as of right now. But yeah, because I don't.
Are you speaking just for the presidential race? Are you speaking for Congress? The senator, the U.S. Senate, governor, mayor. Like, how far are you going down with this? Your city councilman, your sheriff.
I think
like,
I'm going federal.
Republican.
Huh? I think I'm going federally. I'm probably going to go Republican.
Okay.
Locally, I'll probably go more Democrat.
So with that being said, you're voting for people that's gonna battle your local votes.
What you mean?
Because okay, the president, like you have your federal and you have your state. So you might have a federal law of this, but your state law might say this. But then now you have this back and forth in the courthouse. So how far are you going with it? That's what I'm saying. Because if you vote for a Republican, if you vote for a Republican senator, but you vote for a Democratic governor, that's almost a clash of heads right there.
Right. So for people that don't know, maybe I shouldn't even say this out loud, but I work federally. I don't know if I should say it out loud. But anyway, I'm voting mainly for my paycheck, for my finances. And federal is the people that cut my check. So that's why I say I would vote Republican on federal. And I get more federal taxes taken than anything else.
Yeah. I'm just wondering, because like you might have like I said, you just might have a conflict of interest with that. So
yeah, I mean, I can see that. I can definitely see that. But yeah.
So I would say get another.
I don't even got no tax accountant. I just look. I filed for my exemptions. I put my number on there, and that's it. But if the number gonna stay the same, depending on who's in office, gonna determine how much money I'm getting. That's true. But why do you think most military vote Republican? It's federal. It benefits them more if they vote Republican financially.
So, why do you think black people vote Democratic?
Because our mama taught us that, and they mama taught them that, and they mamas taught them that. Honestly, really, that's kind of what it is.
They hate Trump, bro. She brought him back into it. They hate him. But I know he did say though it's because of the Democrats is why he able to do that though. I do remember him saying that, and Biden didn't say nothing. I do remember that. Now I'm not saying what's what, but I do remember him making that statement, and it wasn't It wasn't battle. It
No,
might have said
a
it
lot
against
of
Hillary,
people,
but I'm pretty sure he said against Biden, but it might have been Hillary. But
a lot of rich people live tax free, man. Like Jay-Z, Jay-Z got a lyric about it. He said, "I'm practically living tax free." Like he said that shit in his lyric because he rich. Like rich people somehow get around this shit. Maybe they got the right tax accountant, Angie. I'm fucking with the wrong people. That's all. Or maybe they ain't making enough money. I don't know.
So, do you feel like this is gonna be your only time voting Republican, or you might come back?
I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna keep it like Ice Cube. Keep it, man. Whoever saying something about black people, that's what I'm gonna ride with.
So you feel like the Republicans are saying something for black people right now?
Right now, Democrats ain't saying nothing about black people. So it's just like by default.
Well, they are, but I don't think the actions get fulfilled. They are saying something about black people, especially around election time.
What they saying? Right, around election time. Yeah, they say a lot of shit. But ain't nothing on paper. Like nothing. Now not Barack Obama, my bad, but Donald Trump, I forget exactly what it was, but he was saying, "Hey, black people, I got y'all, man. Vote for me. Fuck with your boy. What do you have to lose?"
Hey,
and he was right.
Yeah. Yeah,
matter of fact, but Joe Biden said
that comment. He was like, "Man, y'all been voting for them and ain't been getting in." So what you
that's
got?
true.
So I understood what he was saying. Like, but Trump says he almost like Kanye. He say something, and I know what he's trying to say. He just said it the wrong way. It just come off all wrong. It just come off all wrong.
Hey, you know who said it right? Joe Biden. If you don't vote for me, you ain't black. Was that better?
Nobody had no issues with that. Nope. I remember we talked about this on the show, but nobody had no issues with it. Nobody had no issues with it. You didn't have an issue with it at the time.
I did. I was like, that shit was goofy, but I ain't fucking with Trump at the time, so I'm still ride with you. But that was some goofy shit you just said.
Yeah, and he said it to a black man.
To a black man, if you don't vote for me, you ain't black. I was like, this motherfucker lost his mind. For a white man to try to tell what a black man is by who they gonna vote for, that's crazy.
I'll say this here though, like I don't feel that black people should sit out voting though, because I think you lose all together if you sit out and don't vote. Like you have, but I think we should use our vote as a weapon though. I don't think it should just be given to anybody.
Right.
I don't think it should be given to anybody. I don't care what party or what that is like. And if you don't do what you say you're gonna do, they gotta do what you do. I'm gonna switch parties. See what I can get over here.
Switch it up.
Get over here.
Just stay with the people though. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Make sure that's in there for any late comers.
But now I did have my times when I thought voting was stupid or whatever. But I just grew up a little bit, so I do realize voting is important. But I think it should be a weapon. It should be that's
what Ice Cube was trying to get us to do, but did nobody want to follow suit?
Them black women. Don't let me get back on them black women. You remember we talk about them women up there? When he ain't saying that specifically for black women. I'm like, look at these goofy ass broads here. And people was cheering them females on because they got wigs and long nails. Boy, stop. And then, the Republican Party, not Trump himself, but the Republican Party sat down with Ice Cube. The Democrats say if we win, we'll holler at you. Now I don't know what happened since that time or whatever. It's going on a year now. So, but I don't know what's what.
That's
but
a fact.
I do know Democrats say we'll if we win, my nigga, we'll come back and talk to you. And that what Q said. I'll just put it out here. You know what I'm saying? I'll talk to anybody. Anybody's gonna do something, whatever. So he said, I gave y'all this. Now let's see what can happen. But see, people think Cube made it. Cube came over that plan himself. No, he went to people that know what they talking about. He's just the face of it. He like the Ronald McDonald's of that right there.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he ain't making the burgers or nothing like that, but he gonna be on the commercial though.
She said, Hey, but that might be what it take though. But see, one thing about it, we got to.
That ain't gonna happen though.
We got to quit putting black people into a lump sum because we don't do that with white people. We don't do that with Asians. And it's always black people. We got to go one direction. If we all come together, that's not going to happen. We are not a monolithic way of thinking or whatever. Like, we we have different views or whatever. So we got to quit put all the black people come together. No, because we don't say if white people come together. We don't do that.
That's true.
We don't do this. So we gotta stop doing that with black folks. Like the way you feel about your political view, Trey, if that works for you and your family, do you. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you, bro. I appreciate that, man. You know, everybody else trying to kick my ass about it. Why can't you just respect my decision? I respect yours.
Yeah. So that's all, because like Charlotte says, it's not enough of us to do anything separately, and I get that, but we're never gonna come together. Like, so we got to quit thinking that that's gonna happen, because that's not gonna happen. I'm not saying that you're wrong for saying that black like that you could think that, but we can see it's not gonna happen, because even with civil rights, you had black people that wasn't pro or with the civil rights movement or whatever.
Right.
Even though that movement did have some success, it wasn't totality of black people. You had some black people like, man, yeah, just chill, man. Just don't stir up the soda.
And you had some people like Malcolm X, like, man, look at them goofies over there trying to get in with the white man. So it's never gonna be like it. No other races altogether anyway.
That's all. That's all I'm saying. So we can't. I'm just saying. And listen, I'm not saying they have to agree with what you're saying right here, but to say that the whole coming together thing, that now I just say get enough people that think like you and see what y'all can do, and you get enough people over here, but it's never gonna be a totality. And Shaw say never, but all I can go by history.
Right.
Go by history, because because if you look at white people or whatever, and to think that they all thought the same, that's wrong, because that's why it was a whole civil war behind white people thinking different.
Hey, hold on. Hey, who said go by history?
Nobody. I said that. I'm saying that.
Okay.
If you look at history, you know what I'm saying? It was a whole civil war because you had a faction of white people that thought different than this faction over here. That's all I'm saying. So
I think us as black people
that's how we ended up on this land, because we didn't want to pay taxes over there.
White people, that's white America. Yeah, it's different white America. They have
what I'm just saying, like okay, there you go. If you get a bigger majority, but the bigger majority vote Democrat.
It's Democrat. That's Democrat.
It keeps the majority of us vote Democrat, and it keeps the majority of us poor.
True.
That's all I'm saying. But I listen. But I do understand that the Republican Party, it has a lot of racial undertone that does not sit well with me. It has a lot of racial undertone that don't sit well with me. So I do understand that right there too. So I'm not saying which party is good, because I think both of them full of shit. Be honest with you, both of them.
Right. So therefore, I'm going with the side that's full of shit that's gonna put money in my pocket.
I ain't mad at you, cuz, do you? Because I ain't finna be sitting outside your house with a pitchfork. You voted Republican, my nigga. I got to kill you now. I got to kill you. I got to get him to go to work the next day, bro. I ain't got time to worry about who you voted for.
That's what I'm saying, man. I don't know, but I do feel like I will be looked at as a race traitor or something like that. You know?
That's the part I never understood. Now I understand why people might not like Candace Owens. It's a dude on YouTube named Officer Tatum. I can understand why people don't like him. You had the sheriff in Milwaukee. I can understand why people don't like him. But all black Republicans ain't anti-black. That they're not anti-black.
True.
But I can understand why y'all get put in that category. But that's not the totality of all black Republicans or whatever.
So maybe that's what it is. They look at this hat and they think about them, Candace Owens and shit like that. I don't know.
Oh, you definitely. Oh yeah, that's another goofy Republican or whatever. That's another goofy one right there. That's another goofy one. Or you even got Herschel Walker. That's another goofy Republican. But see, they bring up the ones. They bring up. I think what Republican parties do when they bring up black people, they be so far right black people or whatever.
Right.
There's nowhere like, well, I'm leaning this way because it's beneficial to me. It be the far right black Republicans that get put in the forefront, and that's what upset black people.
Right. Like I know. All right. So for me, I'm glad you said that far right. So if you're looking at a line on one side it goes to 100, the other side goes to 100. I'm probably on towards the Republican side, like +5 or something like that. I'm kind of right there in the middle, but more so with the red. That's all.
And those black people I ain't gonna say they don't have a voice, but I haven't been introduced to their voice. I haven't found an outlet where those black people exist. Like most Republicans, black Republicans, I see they be so far right where they just sound like they hate black people.
No, like I said, on that Facebook group I'm part of, they are out there, bro. It's some of them out there that's gone, man. Like in a sunken place on Get Out or something, man.
But that's what they say about Democrats. So they say black Democrats in the sunken place.
I think if you voting Democrat just to be voting Democrat, you are in a sunken place. I think no matter who you voting for, you should know why you voting for that person.
And most people don't know because most people just go Democrat, or Republican,
right.
Republican.
Exactly.
But they don't know who they vote for. They don't know what their talking points is. I really feel like that. You know what I'm saying? I think most people, I ain't gonna say most people, but most people I know don't know everybody they vote for. So how about that? The most people I know don't know everybody until tell who they vote for.
With Mayoka, what she was saying, I agree with that too. With Ben Carson, because he came from the projects. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like he was like the perfect person to have in that seat, man. But
I agree with a lot of stuff Angela Stanton King said. Like when she came on the Breakfast Club, I was like, "What is going on here?" They were just mad at her because she was voting Republican or whatever. But a lot of shit she said made sense to me. A lot of stuff.
As black people, we are brainwashed to go Democrat just by default. By default, we Democrat. That's what I feel.
Yeah. Because and I look at it the same way when it comes to religious views or whatever. You was raised to believe this religion, so 95% of the chance you're gonna carry out that religious view. We're raised to be Democratic, so 95% of the chance that's the view you're gonna follow out. Just like if in your house coming up or whatever, if y'all kept all y'all condiments and stuff, I saw somebody talking about condiments. If y'all kept all y'all condiments in the kitchen drawer or whatever, 9 times out of 10, when you get older, you're gonna do the same type of shit.
In the kitchen drawer, that's right. So that's true too, because like me and my wife, I grew up like ketchup, bottle of ketchup. That's in the pantry. She grew up, it's in the refrigerator.
Wait. Y'all kept it in the pantry? Open?
Yeah, dog.
It tells you. It was a discussion about that on Facebook or whatever, and then it's like
that's what it was. It
tells you on the bottom of the refrigerator after opening it. Whatever. There's some people I don't like cold ketchup, so yeah, that's actually a debate.
That's a real thing. Like that's how I grew in my house. It went in the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as I can remember it, I hope I'm telling the truth on that, but that's how I remember it. So when we first got married, I'm looking at her like, why the fuck you got it in the refrigerator? Like we had those type issues, but it was based on how we was brought up. Which, I mean,
Angie, you are the exception. You are the exception. This is an exception to everything in the world. So you are the exception. But most people, they grew up doing that type of stuff. They gonna do that. If you grew up not making your bed, I wouldn't be surprised if you 35 years old not making your bed.
Don't make your bed. Right.
I wouldn't be surprised.
No doubt.
No doubt. That's all I'm saying. Like most of the stuff we do is it was training. It was training into it or whatever. Like it was the way of life. So the odds of you going outside of it, it's small. That's why, like most people still live in the hometown they grew up in. That's just what it is. I'm not saying all, but most people do. Most people don't move that far away from where they grew up.
True. Very true.
Most people, when they come to traveling, they go to it's Miami, Atlanta, New York, Chicago, Vegas, LA. Nobody going to Idaho. Nobody going to Maine. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just
you know who is? White folks, man.
Yeah.
White folks leave. From my experience anyway. The ones
Angie,
I know.
You are the exception. It's an exception to everything. But most people don't do that though.
Hold on. Whoa. That's different things though. If anything, she said I grew up religious and now consider myself spiritual because Christianity is a whole like
religion. Yeah. So do
just
you
like
still follow? So do you still follow the Christian standpoint? So whatever.
Right. So she's still a Christian.
Right. I get you.
You know,
she's
not religious.
I'm the one to say fuck all this shit. So
right.
Yeah.
So I think what she meant to say was she grew up religious and now she's spiritual. Now that okay, cool. I agree with that. But like TJ, he grew up Christian, but now he's whatever the fuck. I don't know what he is. Atheist. I don't know.
I'm not atheist. I just don't believe what man say.
I ain't atheist now.
All right, no, it gotta be something. Gotta be something greater than me, but it don't exist in front of me. It don't exist in my book.
So you grew up Christian, but now you are self-religious.
Self-aware. Self-aware. We can say self-aware.
There you go. Self-aware. There you go.
So she says now she don't even follow the Christian standpoint no more. So she might be like me. She might be like me.
So she must be like, do you believe that there's a God? That's what I would like to know from Miss Angie.
But see,
Because if you say
listen,
yes,
when we brought the whole thing, Christianity. Look, you see this here? You see this here? But you doing what you was brought up to do. So I'm not knocking it because hey, your mama tried to fight me when I expressed this whole thing to the family. I didn't know she
that
had that
wasn't her
gangster in her
mama,
like that.
man. That wasn't
Huh?
her mama. That was
That
somebody else.
was
That
her.
was one of our cousins.
It was, bruh. It was your grandmama at the house at your auntie house. It was your auntie
And our cousin.
her mama and my mama, and there was some other people over there, and all the it was doing halftime. This when Janet Jackson and Justin Timberlake, and she put her titty out, and we were doing halftime there, and just having this conversation. I couldn't hold it in no more,
I
and she
went there
got
on that
all in
one
my
there.
face. I was like, "Yo, man,
She got in your
I'm
face?
just saying, yeah." Yes,
Oh, that's funny.
yo mama,
My
yo
mama?
mama got in
Yes,
my face.
apparently.
She's like she was about to swing
I thought
on
it
me.
was our cousin, but our dark skinned cousin. I ain't gonna say no names. I just say dark skinned cousin.
She said
There is a
she
higher
believed there's a
power.
higher power.
So yeah, you and TJ, y'all Ace Coon Bones been in that case.
I
Yeah.
believe that too.
Hey, you know, hey, my
yes.
daughter asked me something. A question about heaven today that really got me thinking, dog. She was like, I thought is that old?
No, she just
Or is
put
that
that
new?
up there. She just said that's a question for you.
Oh, all right. What's the question? I'm sorry.
All right, hold on.
It's like, when was it great for us? To you, America, was ever great for us? I think, and I wasn't alive. Shouts out to Angie, but I think it had started to be at one point, but then white people came and tore everything down. And I'm speaking of the Tulsa thing, because honestly,
And that
my
wasn't the
true
only
belief,
situation. That's just like the most known.
that's
But
just the one
okay,
that we know, right? That's just the
yeah.
one that everybody kind of can speak on. But honestly, I do believe we would have been better if we had been just stayed separated. If we had stayed
We
separated,
wasn't ready to integrate.
right? I think integration was a bad idea. Honestly, we should have stayed
I'm not gonna say it
separated.
was a bad idea. I think the preparation
Okay.
for integration was totally wrong because people speaking on integration, but we wasn't preparing the people for integration. So I think that's what it was. Like it was a great idea and it's a great concept, but you wasn't preparing the people for
True.
integration. That's
It's
what
like you
fucked up. That's
forced
why
them. You force people
I
into
think
it,
I'm leading my people into a
into a
burning
burning
house.
building. Right, right, right. I mean,
Because
if
like
I
we
was
wasn't
alive,
prepared as a whole. We wanted it, but nobody prepared us for it.
if I was alive in the '60s, I would have been down with Malcolm X. I really feel that way because he
Oh,
was
you know,
more so
I
on the
told him Malcolm X one of the greatest men walked the face of the earth to me. And I
yeah.
would say him, Shaka Khan, and Jesus.
Right. I mean, I think he was the one with, hey man, let's get our stuff together. Let's just get our own piece of land. He was going to interview and say, hey man, America, just cut us our land, man. We good. You know what I'm saying? Like I agree with. I think I would have been down with what he's talking about, but that ain't the America we live in. So to answer the question, I think that we were on the right track when we were segregated and we had our own stuff. When we ran our own stuff before white people came and burnt it down, did nobody really go to jail and all that kind of stuff.
Right. Oh, okay. But do you think it's turning now because we starting to see a lot of Caucasian people, Caucasian people, now being convicted and going to jail for this type of stuff? Do you think it's starting to turn for us? Well, I just say with the racial profiling or whatever, Batman
I
robbing
say
these vigilantes out here.
it's more 50-50 now. It's like at this point it's a coin toss. Back in the day, it was you're gonna get off. Like the whole dang, what's my man name? Died in Mississippi, kid from Chicago.
Oh, Emmett Till.
Emmett Till. Everybody know what time it was with that, but back then, of course, white man gonna walk. If that same situation, a similar situation was to happen today, I think it'll be a 50-50 toss up. It'll be like the situation with Ahmaud Arbery. It was
Pause.
kind
The
of a
only thing,
toss up.
what made Ahmaud Arbery case, how they really got convicted is because the dumbass white dude
The
recorded it. If
video.
they would have got
True.
recorded, I don't know how that would have turned out.
I agree.
I feel like the father and son, if they ever at a prison with him, then one of them gonna beat his ass like, bro, it's your fault, bro, because you
Yeah,
recorded everything.
The video.
The
For
video
sure. I mean, the
convicted
video
them.
definitely did it. So I do think it's starting to get better, but it's still not nearly not even close to where it needs to be to be equal and fair.
What does it need to be? What is equal and fair to you?
Just to have a trial and not even have to speak of race,
Yeah.
or even have to think about it. It's just people. Like that's where we need to be if
Okay.
this thing is
Okay.
gonna
With that
work.
being said, though, do you think it'll be? Let's say it's a time when it actually is equal. The way
Mhm.
you said, do you think black people will still pull the race card? Because I think
Yes.
we'll still pull the race card. Yeah, we're gonna pull the race card
We're
to
gonna
the
be
end of
we're
time.
gonna be bitter until America like do something. Like it's gonna have to be reparation. Like it's gonna have to be something life changing for black people.
I still think with that though, you're gonna have a fraction of black people say that's not enough.
I
Like,
don't know,
I think
man. I
I
don't
just
know, dog. Like, hey,
I mean, okay, because okay,
that
look at it like
450,
this
that
here.
450 that they were talking about to give to the
Let me give you
Mexicans.
example. Let me give you a couple examples.
Yeah.
When slavery ended, you had some black people want to stay in slavery. When civil rights ended, you had some people want to keep civil rights up. When you had a black president, some people didn't want a black president. Like black people are never going to be completely happy, and I mean, rightfully so though. Rightfully
But
so.
look,
Rightfully
black
so.
people also hadn't been given $450,000 per person to
I'm
change
saying
your
even
life.
with that though, because you got when I'm not gonna say all, but some of the people I know gonna blow that money, and they gonna be like, "Well, that wasn't enough."
Well, they fucked up. I mean, but you
Yeah,
got to think about the reason that you're doing it for. You doing this shit because like your great 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 grandfather was. I'm 32. Your great 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 grandfather was put into a shitty situation. You know what I'm saying? So you're trying to do something to better your family, like your legacy. This money should last you after you gone. This money should go to your the generation after you.
let me give you an example why I say black people not happy. Okay, you have these stories that we want told, but then when the story is told, we get upset if it's not an African American playing the story. But we want the story at least told, but then we get upset because it ain't African American. You got the everybody was upset with speaking on the that King Richard movie. I'm probably gonna watch tonight or whatever. But you have people upset because Will Smith wasn't dark enough. But we want these stories told though, so that's what I'm saying. Black people, I think, but we're entitled to. But I think we're always gonna feel like something. We're always gonna complain at the end of the day.
Well, I think somebody will complain all the time. I don't think it'll be the majority if we were to get what's rightfully owed to us, in my opinion.
So she thought you was older, bro, till you start till you brought up your political views. So she said it makes sense to her. She's gonna give you some years.
Oh yeah, I'm 32, man. Like how y'all thought I was. I'm glad that y'all thought I was older, man. I mean, I must got some wisdom in me or something.
Or you might look older, bro. You bet
I
it's
know.
one of the
Oh
two. It's
damn,
one of the two.
that
You look
ain't
older,
good, dog.
or your views.
Yeah, I graduated 2008, dog. You know.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, like I still, and like I said, I'm not. I wouldn't be upset with black people for still having complaints or whatever. I just feel like we always gonna find something to nitpick at, whether it's right or not wrong. Like I say, you might have some black people saying like, that's not enough because, and this is a bad example. Well, let's say you got somebody with like 8 or 9 kids or whatever. How far is that?
Mhm.
If that 450,000 gonna push them forward, but it's not gonna take them over the top. It ain't gonna
It
take
should.
nobody over the top. It ain't gonna take nobody over the top. It can
Well,
make you where your lifestyle is comfortable.
I think it should. Honestly, dog. I don't know. With $450,000 per person, like that's a
But
lot of money, man.
it's not gonna take you over the top. It'll make your life real comfortable, really comfortable, where you're not stressing about. Well, money is not a everyday thought for you.
I don't know.
Hey,
Maybe
the
because
reason
my
I brought, hold
mind.
on, let me ask this question. The reason I thought of it because I met this female. I never forget this when I stayed in Macon, and she is so attractive, bro. Like it don't make no sense for this female to be this fine. But I remember she had brought her 2 boys up there, and I started trying to talk to her and stuff like this. She ended up working at like the Applebee's. She was the bartender at the Applebee's or whatever. So Mel got real cool. Well, she used to give me free drinks and stuff like this. But at that time, she had 7 kids. I think she got 9 now. I think she got 9 now. She got a girlfriend now though, but like she's dated all the dope boys and
Good.
stuff like that. That's why I couldn't get a chance because she dated all the dope boys. And I remember when she moved to my neighborhood, she called me, but I didn't answer the phone. That was my one shot to get her. So I probably would have had a kid by her too. But she's very attractive. But she got her a girl boy now, a bitch nigga.
Hey.
That's why I brought that up. That's why I say it's a bad example. That's why I say it's
No,
a bad
hey,
example.
I got a funny story. Something happened to me yesterday. So I went out with my homeboy yesterday. He a police officer or whatever.
Okay,
And yeah, he introduced me to one of his homies, but it was like one of them girl boys. It was a girl that was dressed just like a dude. And when he introduced me to her, it was awkward because I didn't know if I should shake a hand or hug her because I'm just not familiar with how that community, how they, I don't know.
Yeah.
So both of us was kind of going in back and forth with the hand and hug. We ended up hugging. It was all good, but for anybody out there that do know, what is the proper etiquette?
Okay, I've
what should
been
I
in
have done?
situations like that. It's a female that matter of fact, when I first moved back up from Macon, I was talking to a female I used to go to school with or whatever. Now her best friend, in school, she was the girl, feminine type or whatever, but now she a bitch nigga. You know what I'm saying? So she came up to the shop or whatever. She brought like her son up there or whatever. And I went in for the hug, but like before I even got a chance to get my hand all the way up, she reached out there for the dap. So you just gotta play it off of them. Cause I know once she called you baby and sweetheart and all this stuff here, but she a bitch nigga, a girl boy.
Yeah. See, I don't know I mean, it ain't I don't want to disrespect nobody. That was my thing. And cause she had a girl with her too. And the girl looked nice. So damn, she did very well. You know what I'm saying? But I ain't know what I should whether to hug her or shake her hand or give her. I didn't know.
I think with that you just gotta play it off of them.
I just grabbed the dog. Like, fuck, come on. I just grabbed the real,
Yeah. Well, you got to give your homeboy a hug when y'all leave, so that make it even. I hug everybody. You got to get your homeboy. So I hug everybody.
A real time. I went off of them because when they first saw each other, they hugged each other.
Okay.
So I just went off of him. You know what I'm saying? But now, granted, he been knowing a lot. Like this lady trained him to be a police officer, so they've been knowing each other like that. But yeah.
She said she don't like nobody hugging her, so you got to dap up, bro. You got to dap up.
So if I was to meet Angie for the first time, I'm supposed to dap her up?
Yeah, what she say? But are you really a stranger? She don't know you know. She know the tray you put out here for the show.
That's the real. I don't think I don't do is drop names. Like these same thoughts gonna have these same thoughts if you see me in person. So if she watched the show a little bit, she might know me for real. It might be a little weird, but yeah.
Yeah, she's like, that's him in real life. That's that Republican ass nigga.
Yeah. Right. I give you a hug. It's all good. Just don't talk about my hat. That's all. I appreciate it.
She might not hug you with that hat on though, bro.
I know, right? Get away from me.
With that elbow out, you got to dap up, bro. She want that dap.
I know, right?
Hey man, but yeah, like I said, I ain't mad at you for your views, bro. You got to do it, make you sleep good at night. Like
I appreciate it. Thank you, man.
I mean, I don't think they mad. They don't like the
they
reasons
just disagree.
why you got it all. They disagree with the reasons why, like from what they said, like you're not giving them valid reasons, or the reasons you give them ain't making sense to them. As long as it makes sense to you though.
Well, what you talking about? Why I got the hat on, or why I'm leaning towards
your views of why you got the hat on? Because it could have been just a joke or whatever. But like when you start breaking down why you, I don't even think it's your Republican standpoints now. That's what it is.
I think because when most people think about Democrats and Republicans, it's like a line down the middle, and it's like a group of things on this side and a group of things on the other side. And if you're Republican, that means you got to be for all the things on that side. And that's not me. I kind of pick and choose from both sides. So that's why I said truly I'm probably independent, but to the tiebreaker is going to be money. Who's going to pay me the more money? It's going to be the Republicans.
And then you also said you don't like to lose, and we know independent is going to lose every time. Maybe on a local level, independent to get in, but on the federal's side of the game, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen.
I know.
You might have a superintendent, like I said, a sheriff. Well, I don't know about a sheriff, but you might have a city councilman that might maybe sneak in that lane.
Might be a coroner or something like that.
Yeah. I don't think a mayor. And like I said, it's possible. I don't know what this cities exist at, but it's possible an independent can get in there. Maybe somewhere like Seattle or something like that.
Yeah.
Where I'm just saying, it's possible. It ain't gonna happen down here in the South. Not in Georgia. Right. I'll say that there. You show me a mayor in the state of Georgia that's an independent.
I seen that lady running for governor again, Stacey Abrams. I seen that.
Yeah. And Brian Kemp saying she really just want to be the president.
You said she want to be the president?
Yeah, that was Brian Kemp saying she using this as a platform to become president. Like she have bigger she have bigger views than Georgia. Like Georgia is like really beneath her. That's the way he was saying it. Like she
Yeah,
doing this because she wants to become a female president. I'm not gonna say a
I
female president. She
don't.
just want to be
I don't
president.
think she ain't gonna be too successful, in my opinion, man. I hate to say that because she's a black woman, but that's my honest opinion.
I don't know, man. Georgia kind of going purple now, bro. It's possible. It's possible because
Oh no, she might win Georgia. I ain't saying she gonna win Georgia. She might win
oh,
Georgia, but I'm talking when
okay.
she try to go federal, it ain't gonna happen.
Because Kemp definitely ain't, first of all, Kemp going against Purdue and what's his name? The black guy. Oh man. I can't think of his name right now, but Trump supporting the black. What's his name? But Trump supporting him because Brian Kemp fell out with Trump with the whole
The vote.
yeah. So the Trumpites ain't rolling with Brian Kemp. So Brian Kemp know he ain't getting back in office. And she's the only Democrat, so she doesn't have to do a primary because she's the only Democrat running.
Hold on. So Trump backing some black
Jones?
Republican?
Huh?
I don't know. He backing a black Republican though?
Yeah, I think it's Bernie Jones. Yeah. No, yeah. Trump backing him.
Okay, that should be out. I'm looking forward to it.
Brian Kemp, like Republican Party is split. You got the Trump Republicans and you got the traditional Republicans. So Brian Kemp might get them, but he's not getting them Trumpites. That ain't finna happen.
Right.
So we ain't got to worry about Brian Kemp being back in there, but Purdue might slide in there.
Look, I don't know who I'm voting for before people start asking. I don't know yet. I gotta see who I like.
You got 3 people to decide for.
Right. I'm gonna give all 3 of them a fair chance. But whoever says something about giving some to black folks, they guaranteed to give.
Well, you gonna have to roll with her then, because you know she's gonna say something about that.
I mean, if she do, real talk, if she do, I'll change this motherfucking hat to blue. No problem.
Just on with that election, but totality, you still right there. Cause you say federal, you going Republican all the way.
What?
Government is still state, so
yeah.
I mean, governor is still state, so
I say first. My first agenda is doing something for who gonna do something for black people. That's first. After that, it's probably gonna be finances. Who am I gonna be the best financially better off with? So those like my main 2 things.
I wonder if people vote off of religious views.
I don't.
Okay, because you got to separate too, right?
I mean, I guess that's a political answer. I just don't. I mean, I just don't. I don't even have a reason.
Okay, so what if you like you say you going blue, but what if you got a Democrat and you say you don't do it, but what if people do feel like that and they got a Democrat running and they go to their church, but they saying they're Republican though? But this is your, so like, would you vote for that person because they have your same religious views?
Hell no, man. No, man, not at all. Like my nigga, like this is business. Like it's like separating business and personal. Like personal, we can kick it, we can hang out, go to the club, whatever. But when it comes to business, I don't necessarily got to do business with you because we cool. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel. Yeah, that's just me.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense because religion ain't putting no money in nobody's pocket, and nobody's pocket unless you know you a pastor or you have some type of stuff on social media where people tune in to hear your religious points of views or whatever. So yeah, I agree with that.
Man, look, I say this too. I'm cool with a lot of people that got their own business and stuff like that. Like we're personal friends, we hang out, whatever. I never asked them for a discount because I feel like that's disrespectful. You
never have asked me for a discount. And we family and cool. We family and cool.
I ain't never said, hey TJ, hey man, let me get this motherfucker for $5. I ain't never said. I feel like it's disrespectful because I understand this is business. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you already know. You say something to me, bro. We you know, I'm gonna let you know why that don't make sense.
Yeah, it's business. I know how to separate the 2.
That's true. That's true. I agree with that. But I don't think everything Trump was saying was racist, though. I don't feel like that. I don't even think Trump a racist. He just don't know how to talk.
I mean, he's an old white dude.
He's just like when Joe say, but people say Trump racist or whatever. But I don't feel like he's racist.
Joe Biden is.
I think he's a big. I think being a bigot and racist is 2 different things or whatever. Because you can have black people you can have a black person that's bigot. That's what George Jefferson was. That was Fred Sanford was. Those are bigots. Those are bigots.
Hey, look. Hey, then Joe Biden called Hank Aaron like a Negro. Like then he say something like Hank Aaron was a great Negro or something like that. A colored.
I don't know.
He called him colored Negro, something like that, man.
I don't know. I'm not gonna. I don't know.
It was some
Maybe he
distasteful
did.
term he used.
Maybe he did. I don't know. So I ain't gonna say yeah or nay on that one.
It was
I don't
one of
know.
them. He said something about him being
I
either
know he
colored
called.
or
I know he compared us to cockroaches though. I remember when he did that.
you see
I
what I'm
remember when
saying.
he
But
did that in
you
the
know,
80s. He compared us to cockroaches. Like no, it wasn't 80. It was like 90, 91, 92, something like that.
yeah, he won the black vote. I mean, I'm a part of that, so I'll be the first to say that. But yeah, that's crazy.
Now I will say that
Oh,
when
for
it came
sure.
down
Yeah,
to vote
yeah, I agree.
president, you can't vote independent as a president because they don't they would at this it wasn't even on the ballot. It was Joe Biden,
He
Donald
said
Trump.
it wasn't on the ballot.
Those were your choices. You could have wrote yourself in.
That's true. I don't think we had no good choices too. I mean, that was. I mean, I don't know. Even before that, in the
Now this is a
primary, I
true.
think it
I'll give you
was.
that. That's a true statement right there. There we go. He does. I ain't gonna say he hates everyone that's not wealthy, but he doesn't care about you. You're
Yeah, that was
peons to
probably
him.
strong. He hates, but yeah,
Yeah, you
I
peons
agree.
to him. Because when you're Puerto
Yeah,
Rico, he's throwing the tissue at him. Like, come on, bro. That's just disrespectful. We need it, but you ain't got to throw it at me. I would have picked it up though. But that's just disrespectful. I'd have been calling you son of a bitch on the way home, son of a bitch.
I mean, so I don't know. Now, hold on, pause. He's disrespectful to women. I'm trying to see how much I agree with that statement. Is it because he said I grab him by the pussy?
It was the grab by the pussy. It was the
But
grab
all
by the
right, so
pussy.
let's be real.
And it was the
Was that
comments he made.
disrespectful?
Huh?
Was that disrespectful?
I'm not a woman, but I would think so.
I mean, but so
So
obviously my
we can't
point
listen,
is
but listen, we can't
he's
tell a
done
woman.
this,
But listen, we're men,
but
so we can't tell women what's disrespectful to them, bro.
I'm not saying okay. Now, if I just go grab a stranger pussy, yes, that's disrespectful, bro. But what I'm saying is, from what it seems like, he's done this before, and those women that he did it to were responsive to it or accepting to it, right?
Say it again now.
I said the women that he did it to, it seems like from how he put it that they were like okay with it.
Yeah, I don't recall any woman that was a part of that because it was like some type of pageant he had or something like that. I don't recall any woman a part of that pageant speaking out, but it was other women that came about saying he did this to them that they felt inappropriate. But my thing with that though, they was doing the whole Me Too thing, and all of a sudden,
Gotcha. Yeah,
this was
yeah.
years ago, so I don't know the validity in that if it's factual because that whole Me Too movement was out of control at the time. So, but I don't
All right.
recall any woman that was a part. Maybe it was a woman that spoke up and said, that made me feel uncomfortable, but because of his power, I didn't say nothing.
It
But
went
now that we
silent.
got this movement going on, I feel empowered to say something. So
Right.
I
Now,
don't know.
I think Andrew's taken out of context. I don't think he's just saying that he's just gonna go to random people such as my wife and just grab her by a pussy. I don't think he's saying that. I think he was just saying how, man, I don't know. You got to be like, all right, the quarterback on your high school team. If he was a girl like him and he grab him, is that girl gonna trip?
No.
Never mind. I mean, I know I'm being politically way incorrect, but I know what the fuck I'm talking about too.
Hey, this question here, Shawty asked about. Yeah, we talk like that. Yeah, we probably say worse shit than that when it's just men talking about females. Ain't no
That's
woman
what I'm
around.
saying, man.
I think we probably say worse than that.
That's why I say I know what I'm talking about for real, man. But I know girls don't want to hear that.
But
shit,
that's what I'm saying.
real.
So for a female, but I can't say they wrong for feeling like he's disrespectful. That made them feel like he disrespect women. We not women, bro. So just like white people can't tell us what's racist or what we feel is racist to us, or we feel like injustice. I don't feel like white people can tell us we're wrong for feeling the way we feel. That's because if you say that women shouldn't be upset by that, then we should take that same approach when white people say stuff about us.
I'm not saying that.
I know you're
women.
not. I'm just saying if that was your standpoint.
That ain't my stand. I was gonna say because I ain't saying just random women. Then I would say yes, that's disrespectful. But I'm saying if it's a girl that you like and she like you and you grab her, I don't know if that's disrespectful because it's the same thing. If a girl if a girl that I like and she like me, she just come grab my dick. That ain't disrespectful. It's like, motherfucker, I like you anyway. What's good? We can get it popping. You know what I'm saying? I don't know, man. I ain't reading that long ass statement though. I can't even see my face on the screen because the
this
statement's
was
so
the
long.
comment he made about that. So this is just the whole.
I ain't all right. Cool. I'll read it later on.
Talking about random women.
All right.
Because he said when you're a star, you can do anything. So, but that's how a lot of these dudes be getting caught up with these rape cases, though. They feel like they can do that type of stuff. So,
Man.
well,
I don't know. To me, that's just like that. They remind me of the Mike Tyson situation with them pageant girls. That's what it remind me of. He's Michael fucking Tyson. He can pretty much do whatever he want to do, and they gonna be down with it. Period. I mean, I know
you
it
do
sounds
have
bad.
I say you do
true,
have
man.
that group of women that they go out here to be in that circle so they can be seen by this entertainment. But then you might have a female, like you can look at a situation. Let's say if an entertainer is at a club or whatever, and a female just might want his autograph or something like that, and he might be feeling himself to the point where he grab her ass and all this type of stuff here. So it's possible.
I mean, it is possible. I ain't saying it's impossible. I'm just saying. What I'm saying is what he said. It wasn't like crazy off the wall. Like, I don't know.
I don't think we be in there talking about how we randomly assault women, but we talk about some shit we did back in the day. How
and we never used
it was to come out now. How it was to come out now, it wouldn't come off right because now,
right?
If you get
and we
drunk
never
with
use
a female,
words like assault.
Back in the day, you can get drunk with a female and it make her loose to have sex, but you do that now. You don't drugged up and all this type of stuff. That's rape now. So
I would love to be a fly on the wall to hear how women talk to each other because it seems very politically correct all the time. I don't know, man. Like, and we never say, "Hey, man, you remember that time we assaulted that woman?" We don't talk like that.
I don't think the word assault come out, but we speak on some stuff we did. Like it just if we was in the political forefront, it wouldn't be good. It'd be bad for our career. It'll destroy our career. But we do,
for
like
sure,
I say,
man.
I know for a fact I don't got drunk with females. I don't got with how with females just to make them subjective to sex or whatever. But you do that now. And a woman go to the authorities about that, your ass going to jail. Your ass going to jail. So
I got so many stories. Look, when
even me being married, every time I don't got drunk my wife, it's not just to get her just so she can feel good. It's not
to loosen her up a little bit. That's it.
Yeah,
man.
But like I say, if you do that now and that female go to the authorities, that's your ass. That's your ass. No. Listen, I agree with you. He not saying that he was drunk. I'm just like when you talking about those, like, do men talk like this? I'm just giving you one of the conversations that we have. But he's saying just off his status, and it's a lot of celebrities that do stuff to females just off their status.
Off their status.
It's a lot of women that allow men.
It's
to
not
do stuff
crazy
off
to
their
say.
Status. Yeah.
I ain't saying it's right. Now hold on. Maybe that's what I need to say.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that it's right for him to do it. I'm saying the thought of him doing it ain't crazy to me. I don't think it's out the way to me, but he shouldn't do it. I ain't saying to go do it. Maybe I should clarify that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. We don't say the word assault because it just doesn't sound good. But we do know these stories. Yeah, I agree with you right there.
Bro, hey, I got some stories, but I don't want to break bro code. But I can put some stories out here.
Yeah,
and be like,
So when he said these are locker room conversations, that is a fact. For a dude, just like if a dude in high school, one of my clients, he coming like, man, should I get all the ass because I'm the starting quarterback? That's off his status,
bro. And that's the same. Thank you. I use that same exact example, dog. I know what it is to be a high school athlete. I was one of them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. She's saying, was it raping? Now, R. Kelly and Harvey Weinstein, those are people that did stuff off of power. Some of them female was down with getting high with Bill Cosby, man.
Quaalude. That was a Jordan
during that
back
time.
In the day.
So
back in the day, that's Jordan Short for sure.
Well, they rescinded Bill Cosby because they did it wrong. So that's not what the jury did say, but they got
the jury. The jury
said it, but
OJ.
The court said no.
Hey, the jury also said OJ didn't kill that white girl. I don't know about that shit now.
He ain't do it, bro.
I'm just saying. You can't always trust the jury.
That whiteness coming out of you, bro. That whiteness coming out of you, bro. Black
coat.
He ain't do it. He ain't do it. Not guilty.
Oh man.
Yeah, these are words that. I don't know, man. You like, man? If I say I banged my wife out, you know what I'm saying? I smashed my wife.
Okay, I did. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so I don't know if that's
Is it the same thing as assault though?
No, I think the terminology is different. So those are just like you got
They're
different words that
women.
mean.
They're,
Just
they're
like you
women,
got different
man.
words
You
that
know.
mean money. You know what I'm saying? You got that cream. I got that bag. You know, so it's just different words of saying sex. Those are.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
don't know.
lame as fuck, but we know it happens though. And then you'll have some people that will fuck they boss to get a promotion. You
True.
just not
Thank
that
you.
female. You just not that female.
Thank
And there's
you.
nothing wrong with. I ain't mad at the female for fucking to get to the top. If a nigga allowed to do it, hey, that is an exchange. You give me this pussy, you get this promotion. But I mean, I'm not saying that it's the moral right thing to do. It's a business decision.
Right. I mean, and Angie's absolutely right. Every female is not like that, and you're not one of them. So I don't think you have to be able to see things from other people's perspective.
And I agree, some people do it out of fear. Listen, we're not justifying this stuff, but we were just talking about the conversation. We do have those conversations, but it doesn't make people to do that stuff off their status. It doesn't make them good people. It doesn't make it right. We're not saying that.
It don't make it right.
We know it
exactly.
exists.
I agree.
And for every female to say she wouldn't do it, you do have that one. You might have 10 females say, "Nah, that ain't right. I wouldn't do it." But you still got that one female be like, "Shit."
That ratio too high. That ratio too high. I say
I'm just giving it
maybe
that
2 to 1 or 3 to 1, not 10 to 1.
I'm just saying it's just throwing it out there like that. You know what I'm saying? It's always gonna be somebody to say, "Yay." That's why it's the same thing with black people. You're not gonna get all to be on one side of this situation or whatever. So that's how you gotta look at it. Like, we're not saying that it's right, but we know it exists, and for the people that agree with it, it's right to them. Because that female that fucked their boss to get a promotion, in her mind, she did the right thing. And the ones that do it out of fear know it's not right then because it's something they didn't want. But some females do want it.
I feel like that about so many situations where it's like where
it depends on the circumstances. Yeah.
It's like
I agree
understand it. I might not agree with it, but I do understand it.
Right.
Like prostitution. I don't agree with it, but if a motherfucker give you $100, you know, for you to smash, go and make your money. Just do it safely or whatever. So, I don't agree with it, but I understand.
Okay, look, she said a lot of women get put in position to get raped or choose to give in, and that's messed up. That's correct. But do you think, and this is a question I have as a man, do you think sometimes women put themselves in position to get raped or whatever we talking about with that? Do you think sometimes, and there's no reason to rape a woman, because like I told you, I feel like there's some weirdo scumbag shit to me. But do you think sometimes women put themselves in these positions? Like, okay, with that being said, and let me give you an example, and just let me know if I'm off code with this one here, females.
All right.
If a woman, even you, Trey, you can say if I'm off code is when you speaking of prostitution. If a prostitute gets raped, did she put herself in a position to get raped?
Yes, she did. I mean, women gonna say no because she was trying to she was doing her job, make some money, but that's a dangerous game with that prostitution thing, man.
Yeah. Well, I'm just asking, Shawty. I'm just asking, you know, so. That cleared that up. Like I said, I think rape. That's one of the situations I feel like death penalty is valid. So I was just wondering, like, if a prostitute get raped, you know what I'm saying? Did she put herself in a position to get raped?
I wish we had a detective on the line.
A prostitute, somebody living that type of lifestyle, the odds are higher of you getting raped.
Right. I agree.
Yeah, so that's all I was trying to see. Like, I'm not saying that it's correct or nothing like that. And I told her I don't agree. That's weirdo shit to me. Be out here raping female when you could pay for it. Like, if you want it that bad, bro, you can pay for it. You really can.
I know for a fact you can. Look, I know the website. If anybody want to know, get at me. No, I'm playing.
No, you ain't. No, you ain't.
I know. I ain't playing. Or maybe I am. I don't know.
It depends. It depends on how that drink kick in later on tonight. I wouldn't play. Oh, you ain't giving me none. I ain't worried about it. I'm gonna go to get some gas real quick. 4 hours later, baby, what happened with the bank account? Somebody on broken down account. You know she ain't down the street, bro.
Oh man.
Well,
of course.
Yeah, I mean, I'm just speaking of over here in America. So I do know in some places like sex work is legal or whatever. Just like some countries, all drugs are legal. I think Amsterdam is one of them countries.
I know weed is definitely legal in Amsterdam. I don't know what else though. I can't speak on
Yeah.
that.
So, but we finna end this show. It's been cool.
Yeah.
Once
My
again,
bad for being late, man. I had a baseball team meeting to go to for my son,
oh no,
man.
you good,
So,
you good. Then you didn't. I saw on your stuff you was at the game or whatever. So I like he probably out with his
yeah,
family, so that's cool.
yeah.
But
I had a busy day.
you can go ahead and close the show out. You don't push Angie. I ain't gonna say you push Angie Buzz again, but you made it where Angie is
You know,
interactive with us. And Christian came in early, but she said she had to go. But you make it where Angie and a lot of these females will interact with us, which is cool. So I'll let you.
yeah,
close it
nah,
out.
man. I love the dialogue. I love the back and forth. There's absolutely no love lost from my side whatsoever. I love having these conversations. I wouldn't even want to agree with everybody all the time. That's boring. That don't make for a good, good dialogue at all. But anyway, peace and love. That's it, man. That's it.
Well, I say this here. Angie said we need a female. Every time, Shawty, you want to call in, we'll let you in or whatever. So
I think she talking about she want a permanent female in though.
what up, cuzzo? We about to end the
What's
show.
happening? Yeah,
we about to
it's
get
on
up
the
out of
tail
here.
end.
Yeah, I'm happy. I'm probably happy she didn't hear what you had to say, bro. Because you. But it might. I don't know. It might be a good idea. It ain't gonna tame us down though. We had a female. It ain't gonna tame us down.
I'm
say
still
what
gotta
the
be
fuck I wanna
myself,
say.
man.
That's why we
yeah,
get.
no
That's why
doubt.
we do the show. So the stuff that we got in and we can't get out or whatever, so we can put it out here, whatever. And
Yeah, it
and
feels
if we
good, like
wrong,
therapy.
and if we wrong, we don't mind. The show is called a
Right.
Miseducated Opinion. It's named that for a reason.
I
So,
don't mind being wrong. I don't mind being wrong at all.
Right. But I appreciate y'all for tuning in the show, and wait. That's what y'all is. That we get y'all point of views in the comments or whatever. But I feel what you're saying though. But I just appreciate y'all for tuning in, and we'll do it again next week. Peace.
Yep.
We out.
Peace.
And that'll be it.